and welcome back to another stream, another DOF to Glory stream. YouTube, you're in, you're live. Twitch, you've been here for ages. Say a quick hello. Welcome back to DOF to Glory after a all too long hiatus, I will say. But we're ready to go. We're ready to go for we're halfway through our second season at FC United of Manchester with Juan Mata as our manager, and we're ready to go again. I mean, Clayton, which save in which league? We are in the Vanarama National League. Can you check where Tranmere Rovers are in your save? I can, but not right now, Dan. Yes. Hello, everyone. YouTube, are we live? Are we all kicking? Are we all good? Recap, please. Of course, there's going to be a recap. There's a recap of what happened last time, and we're going to do a recap of what I've been up to since the last stream, because I've made more progress in the save too. So, of course, there is going to be a recap on its way. Right, YouTube, there is people chatting in there. I can't see it on mine, but I'll put it so that I can see it. So do not panic about it. I can see you YouTube chat as well. Sorry I missed the intro on Twitch. That's all right. Don't worry about it, Omasola. Welcome in. Miles, welcome in. Benja, welcome in. Hello, Clay. It's been a few weeks. How is the Bishop going? I'm going to tell you all about the Bishop now. Is it too early to open Percy Pigs? No. Martin, welcome in, buddy. We are live and ready to thrive. We are indeed, Rob. We are indeed. Right, let's jump into the save. Do you know what, actually? That was a high-pitched voice, wasn't it? We're not going to jump into the save. We're going to jump in to the Discord, all right? Because if I go to the Discord, which is hopefully going to pop up very shortly here, there it is. If we go into the Discord, we have got updates that I need to share with you about the save from last time. So last stream, we left it off here, where we had Frankie Bishop's song being blared out, etc., etc. It's a beauty. We might listen to that again today. Maybe if he scores a goal or something, right? The next part, though. Oh, look, it's Pav, the Xenon League winner. Pav's in. Hello, Pav. Welcome in. GG's. Let's say that. After that, though, after this point here, if you remember, we finished our transfer window and we're about to start our second season. First season, we got promoted to the Vanarama National League. We won the league. Juan Mata won the league in his first season. Second season now, there are some updates to finish off the transfers after we started the league, and also we then got to January. So first of all, after our other transfers, we did make a new signing. Welcome to FC United, a left winger by the name of Jack Diamond. Everybody say hello, Jack. Good morning, Jack. I don't know why I say good morning to it. Is that how you greet new transfers? You say good morning to them. I think we should start doing that. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everybody. Like in school. Nice contract. That is a very real contract, not AI generated in any sense. That is real. That's actually him. Say good morning, Jack, please. Hello, Jack. No, not that Jack. Nor that Jack either. This is him, by the way. Oh, this is him signing. Look, he comes from Stockport, so he is local, which I quite like. I like that little line as well. You know, bringing in local players. He's also really good. He's going to play on the left wings on 1.7k a week. We'll have a look at him in a second. An actual diamond in the rough. Exactly. You are always the manager. We all know Clayts was the DOF. Juan Mata is the manager. Yeah. He comes in. And then also Elijah Dixon Bonner. Say good morning, Elijah, everybody. Also joins. We actually looked at Dixon Bonner for ages, didn't we? Never actually bid. If you remember, we were going for midfielders. In the end, he actually looks quite good, doesn't he? So we've signed him. Lovely kit as well that he's rocking there. Welcome, Elijah. He joins. He's got a B- fan reaction. Joins on a free. He was at Cambridge, got released. But he's a 3. He looks solid enough. He's on 2k a week, which is maybe a bit, but we needed a midfielder. All of our midfielders very old, and Dixon Bonner is only, was he 25? I think he's 25. So a little bit of extra youth in there, really, or at least, you know, play it in their prime rather than being Jordan Rossiter, who's really old. Oh, no, we do have I didn't look at the Jack Diamond one, but I did put his profile in there as well. If you're not in the Discord, by the way, get in the Discord, because this is where your updates come in between the streams, so that if you're in the Discord, you know all this already. You've seen this, right? I've seen better. Does B mean we're not supposed to be happy in the chat about him? I've seen better. No, I think B's all right. B- is pretty good. It's 1 off an 8. I think you'd be happy, but you're like, I wish we got Michael Ballack, but Dixon Bonner's pretty good. I don't know why I've said Michael Ballack there, but, you know, it's fine. Kokota says, welcome both. Glad to have you both on board as a board member. He's able to say that, which is cool. There was an inside source refusing to roll out more signings, specifically at centre-back. There is a centre-back signing. So I haven't actually put it in here, but I'll show you that in a second. There is a centre-back signing. Have we got a decent youth intake and or youth farm system? I'll show you the youth intake because there's an update coming, Miles. Exactly. Brilliant. One Matter is happy with the squad as it stands, but there is a new centre-back, which I'll show you in a second. Clayts, where can I find the Discord link? Exclamation mark Discord to Tune, and then somebody can post it in the YouTube chat as well, and that'd be really helpful. In fact, I'm going to do it because I say this every time, and it's much better for me to literally just find a link here and send it to the Discord chat. I think it just works better. Because I don't know if that link always works for some reason. Right, YouTube, there's the Discord link. And do you know what? Twitch have a Discord link as well. There you go. Right. Other than the... so we've signed a new centre-back. This was the update for September. 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. So this was after we finished the stream. This was our next month. And it went pretty well. We drew to York, beat Scunthorpe, lost to Morecambe, beat Rochdale, and drew to Woking. However, I wanted to share it because Leon Chiwome, if you remember, who is 6'6" and on loan from Wolves, really stepped up and did brilliantly. Sasu was injured, not for too long, but missed all of this month. And Chiwome really stepped up, which is quite cool. Yeah, you need to be in the Discord to see you need to see basically the DOF to Glory chat, which I'll show you in a second. Very nice symmetrical results. Yeah, it's like Ekatike. A palindrome of results there, isn't it? Nat Phillips did score a goal. Yes. Guess what? It was a header. Did you hear about Morecambe? Yeah, horrible situation really for a football club, isn't it? Again, owners just running clubs into the ground. Sad. Next up, Frankie Bishop update. This is the interest in him. All of these championship teams and Southampton in the Prem are all actively interested in Frankie Bishop. Are you scared? I'm a bit scared. How you doing, Silky? I'm kind of worried that now it's January. It says unwilling to make an offer whilst the transfer window is closed. It's now the transfer window. I'm a bit worried about what this might mean. We follow him or get him back. I mean, that's the thing. You could follow him, couldn't you? Like, we don't have to stay at FC United. Or you sell him with a loan back. And then wherever he goes, then eventually we go there. That's not a bad shout, is it? If we get big money as well, that could be useful because we are lacking in money a little bit. We've never been able to have a scouting budget because we've used all of that. So yeah, we might need to be a bit careful. We'll have to work out what we're going to do with him. Hands off, the Bishop isn't for sale. Yeah, I think we should expect a bid anyway, though. 50% sell-on fee. Absolutely, yeah. The clause needs to be non-negotiable, doesn't it? Think of the goodbye songs. Yeah, offer him a new contract. He hasn't even... I guess we could offer him a new contract. That's true. Before, I wonder if he doesn't want to sign it, though, because he's got this interest in him. We'll have a look at that in the game, won't we? Youth intake preview is a bit meh, but it also is an excellent intake, so I'm a bit confused about this. We'll have to wait and see what it actually looks like. We've got there isn't a great deal of quality at fullback, and then C's the best, but it also says it's an excellent intake. So make of that what you will. Who really knows, to be honest? Him moving would enrage Pav in his songs. It really would, wouldn't it? Hands off the Bishop indeed. Right, weird. These are the player stats. Aaron Sasu is top goal scorer, top average rating, most assists. Jack Diamond has settled in very quickly. Look, Jordan Rossiter's been good. Aaron Sassu's got 8 player of the match awards. He had, I think, 6 in the first 8 games or something, which is ridiculous. Demilasa's got the most yellow cards. This is the squad stats of the squad as well. I like to put all of the stats in there so that you nerds who really like this stuff can jump in and kind of actually see how the players are performing. So I've put like XG and everything in there. If you appreciate this, let me know, and then I can make sure I do it every time, because I feel like people want something to get their teeth into a bit with the stream, with the save between streams. And this may be a good way to do that, potentially. But yeah, Dermot Mee, not the first choice goalkeeper for One Matter anymore. The loanee, Stephen McCullen, has taken Dermot Mee's spot in goal, which I think is the main interesting thing on here. Dixon Bonner's played 15, look. Larry Maguire's played 23. Him and Nat Phillips are the starting centre-backs. Definitely. Sasu, look, down here, has got 18 goals in 27 games, which is outrageous. Chiwome's got 11 in 18 starts as well, which is pretty good. And that is the last of the updates. There is me cancelling the stream because I had a migraine. Apologies for that. And then also, this is the chat where I'm not sure I'm going to play. I'm not going to play all of these songs because, I'll play a little bit. Hate that. Absolutely hate that. Frankie come is the name of that. First one's a banger though, according to Connor. So yeah, brilliant. There's the lads waiting for the stream. Look, this is... I regret looking in this Discord. I shouldn't look in this part of the Discord, should I? I really shouldn't. Although it is where I'll update you, and I wanted you to hate it. Yeah, I know. Ron Sitter, we looked at signing him. They've signed him in real life, look, which is brilliant, isn't it? I can barely hear it, Seaman. Okay, I can try and turn it up next time, but I can hear it very loudly. You didn't need to hear it anyway. I mean, I love this. Frankie Bishop on in the car is outrageous content. Love that. And then, yeah, they're just talking about migraines here, look. Oh, did you see this? Sol Sidibe, who we've actually signed in game. He came on work experience to us, has gone to PSV in real life, which is quite good, isn't it? Like fun. I like it when stuff like that. We signed him on work experience, and now he's got an actual big transfer, which is cool. Anyway, I think that was the main... I love this. We just don't do a stream, and these are the reactions I get. We've also got people making lots of songs in the Discord as well. So get in the Discord. It's very important. It's important you're here. Especially if you... Yeah, this is a... Maina was telling people where the best places to go and make AI songs if you want to go and do that. Look, here's Frankie seen partying in a Birmingham kit, which is a bit worrying, isn't it? Anyway, we need to get ourselves into the game, don't we? So let's do exactly that. Hopefully the game now loads. There it is. This is the situation at... What? On the 31st of December 2025. Wait. I don't know what that is. Not Fleur. Hello, Breezy. How you doing? Good morning. This is... He hasn't gone, Rick. He hasn't gone. It was just a rumor. People say it was AI, so, you know, it's all good. We can never leave the FCOM unless there is a better name with a seaman-themed name. I don't think that should be the MO of where we choose teams from. In fact, I'm going to say it might be in my interest to go to a team that has nothing to do with ejaculation as the name of the team. We're not going to Nottingham Forest, for example. No, that's not happening. Okay, right. I got taste of my use of links in Discord. Yeah, there you go. We're talking about Sol Sidibe. I see. I should have got that from your name being Rick from Holland, shouldn't I? That makes more sense. Right. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, you all good? Everyone in the Discord chat got what they need? I hope so. Right. This though, your manager face looks a lot like you. Thank you. That's because I used my face to load it in, Mallow, to be honest. We go to Arsenal, right? What have I stumbled into? Wojtinho, don't ask questions is probably my advice to you. Just don't ask any questions. It's all good. This is the league table at around about the midway point. We are third. We are 6 points behind the leaders, Southend. We are 1 point behind second place, Solihull. Now, the problem is that only one team goes up what's the word? Permanently, I was going to say then. That's not the word, is it? Goes up automatically. So we are very much looking to try and secure a playoff place, which if we get a move on, which is unlikely, if we do get a move on there, we could do those playoffs in today's stream, which could be a fun way to finish it. We will need to go and let them play a lot of games, though. Top three is better. Top three you do play... Is it a less... I mean, yeah, top three you go straight through. Is it into the next one? But yeah, top three is definitely better. Love the content. Been watching you for a while now. Congratulations on Baby Jack. Thank you, Geordie. Appreciate you, buddy. Cheers. I missed number 3, back for number 4. All good, so you can get caught up, can't you, Marich? It's all fine. These though are the results I should show you. After I updated you on September, these were the September palindrome results. Since then, look, this is how we have done. We have been pretty good. We've lost a few games. We lost to Southend, they're top of the league. So yeah, Southend. We lost to Ebbsfleet. We beat Altrincham 5-2. You'll see a Frankie Bishop goal in there. There's a Frankie Bishop goal there as well. Jack Diamond's done pretty well as well. Any League 2, League 1 jobs? I mean, we could have a look at jobs, couldn't we? Is that something you should do? Should you look at jobs when you're currently a manager? We could have a quick look, though. Of course, we'll have a look. Leicester's available. I don't know what our manager... I think we would be able to get a job. I think our actual manager... No, he doesn't. He's got a Continental Pro license. He's 2.5 stars rep. I couldn't remember what I put him in as, but as our manager, who's the DOF, we might be able to get a new job and then appoint our own manager, which would be probably Juan Mata at this stage. Should we be looking? Any of these teams? There is a Harrogate Town of the League 2 team. League 1 MK Dons, boo. Gillingham. Oxford about to get relegated from the Championship could be fun, though. Couldn't it? Could Wan win the FA Trophy? That could be good, wouldn't it? That would be good. Get that Sunderland money. Sunderland Premier League. I don't think we're going to get the Prem job, though. And I think it'd be a bit too early for that as well. I think if we were going to get a new job, as Marich says, I think we'd get it for next season regardless. We wouldn't take it right now. But you can kind of, at this stage now, you can probably get a job and say that I'm going to take it at the end of the season. I don't know. Bristol's not too far from Devon. That's an easy commute. That is true. Maybe we need to be looking close to Manchester, though, because that's where we are now and where we've sort of uprooted to. League One would be the max jump. I think so. But then that would be the jump if you, say, took the Oxford job and then they got relegated, for example. You would then be getting a League One job, wouldn't you? We want a Bolton or something, yeah. Bit of the Dan Ashworth about looking right now. Yeah, I agree. That is true. We really shouldn't be, having a look at the market right now, should we? Anyway, let me update you on how we're doing with the other ones as well. If I just go to here, I'll do a quick pick to show you player, do best 11 just to show you how the team is performing. I need to give Fair Lopez a picture. I don't think I ever did I? That's a shame. Sasu Chiwome as the left and right starters. There's a fun thing that he's gone for there. Frankie Bishop on the right, on the bench, look, which is probably not what we actually do. We do this usually. Like that, to be honest, but it's not really up to us, so maybe it will. Maybe he will go with that. Frankie not getting in the starting lineup is fun, or not fun. You go to a big club, not far move, nice ground. Yeah, I think so. Sasu is doing absolute numbers. Look at that, 18 in. Let me show you here. 18 in 27. Atiku, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for the 23 months and welcome back. I hope you're well. But yeah, this is what we're up to today. What I'd like to try and do is try and get through this, try and get through January, maybe a bit slower because we can do transfers. But I'd like to try and get to the end of the season. I don't think it's that difficult. If we maybe do like a month holiday, play a game, a month holiday, play a game, we hopefully then end up in the playoffs and watch those games, like spectate them with Watching Man and finish season 2 today. I think that is possible and probably preferable. Really. Why are Posh always so poor in FM24? I see them getting relegated. I don't know. Maybe it's to do with the budgets or the players at the start or something. I don't know. Good plan. Yes, I agree. Right. Taylor O'Kane is wanting to let his contract run its course. I feel like we should probably just let him. He's not really playing. He's injured. He's got a hernia. Anyway, any questions about any updates or anything from you guys before we start making progress with everything? I think we will have a look at transfers, although I'm relatively happy with the squad, and I don't think we need to dwell too much. Maybe just have a look if there's any big names we could bring in. Like, we're doing really well, aren't we? So I don't think signings is necessarily a must right now. Any cool Brazilian new gens? I mean, there is that, isn't there? Is Frankie still at Boots? No, Frankie signed a new contract. He's getting a 1.5k per week now. He's absolutely quit his job at Boots. I suppose that's one thing we're going to have to watch out for, is whether we're going to end up selling Frankie Bishop, because he has got interest in him. And the window is about to open. By the way, that interest is still there, look. Southampton have gone away, but Championship clubs are still there, look. And it says now has significant potential and could break into the first team fold sooner than expected. So, yeah, a bit worrying. One important question. When will you be taking the responsibility for the Isak to Liverpool saga? I'll take responsibility now. Get it done, lads. That's what I'll say. There you go. There's my advice for them. Right. Let's hope 1 month and 20 go quickly. Yeah, he looks like a walking Asbo. What would give you that? Look at his hair. Look at his hair. Right. Let's I'm going to decline that. I'm just going to let him leave on a free, I think, at the end of it. We need to put Watching Man back on holiday for indefinitely. Oh, until your birthday, I see. If you moved, you would have to buy Frankie as your first transfer business. I fully agree with that, yeah. It wouldn't cost too much. I mean, if you move sooner rather than later, he would cost less, wouldn't he? That's kind of true. Have you got a link for your skin, please? ! Skin, Dan. And it will provide you with a link to the skin, yes. See how money you are getting paid. What does that mean, Mallow? How much money I'm getting paid? I'm being paid 4.9k per week in my role as DOF. And I fully deserve that, by the way. Fully deserve that. Or do you mean IRL? In which case, stop being so nosy. Is what I'll say to that. Right, there you go. There is the Patreon link, though. If you really want to know how much I'm getting paid each month, so if you, I don't know what I'm even gonna say. Right, next, let's continue. Let's go. Do you want to watch a game? Should we watch this first game? I know I said like we need to make quick progress, but we haven't watched any games for a while. Should we go to Dagenham Redbridge at home? I feel like we should. Let's acquaint ourselves with everything and go to Dagenham Redbridge at home, because that feels like a cool game to go and watch as well. I hate the fact that FC United doesn't bring up the club, but FC United does. Really annoying. Right, we're going to go to this. I've decided. Juan Mata, though, is going to go on holiday. We need to unpick this team. Unpick this team. I don't think he's starting Frankie at the moment, it seems. Nothing like that. There we go. Paul Watchman just went on holiday and soon recalled. Yeah, he missed his flight. He was he actually didn't book it correctly. Right, here we go. I have an irrational dislike of Dagenham and Redbridge. I love to hear that. Brilliant. Tell me why. It's irrational. I'd like to know why. 150 million plus Salah. That'll probably do it, Jordy. Yeah, I'll probably accept that. Isak will go to Liverpool but be wanting Madrid in 2 seasons. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Because Frankie's with... yeah, maybe Frankie, he's been taken out of the team because of his speculation over his future. That can happen, can't it? That's true. Irrational means there's no reason why. Yeah, but usually it's like, no, irrational means it's not no reason. It means that it's like a reason that doesn't quite... It's bigger than the reason should be. It could be a small thing. It could still be irrational based on that, right? Something would have caused it in the first place. Irrational just means it doesn't really add up. Doesn't line up properly. Not proportionate. Right, here we go. Team is... He's gone for Diamond on the right, Sasu on the left. Frankie Bishop is on the bench. He's not even on the bench. Speculation is rife. Speculation has just gone through the roof. Frankie Bishop is not picked for the bench even for Dagenham and Redbridge at home. Get the manager out. Juan Mata is not picking Frankie. He does pick McCullen in goal. He's gone for Lucas Pitts, who is also known as James Flynn. We didn't ever give him that nickname, did we? For some reason, is it James Flynn? If it's not James Flynn, this man has just been given a third name. I think it was James Flynn. James Flynn is at right back. We've then got Phillips and Larry Maguire, Ishmael, Dixon Bonner, Fair Lopez and Sidibe. That means no Hendrick in the midfield, which again feels like a big call, doesn't it? Feels like a big call. PSR is a joke. Wonder if it's going to be an FM26. I don't agree, but still, it's okay. That's all right. Talk FCOM on the phone. Be wild if we don't get a result. Yeah, imagine the speculation. If we don't get a result here, no Frankie Bishop, people will not be happy. Not be happy. Signed any strikers recently? Yeah, we have actually. Well, Ekatike, not that long ago. Maybe Frankie has a thigh injury. Yeah, he might do. He's actually... Rumours suggest he may have gone back to Salford, to his old team's training ground to be training at the moment. Yeah, are we just going to rebrand everything we do to like be a Nat Phillips like fan club if Frankie goes? Juan Mata looks like he's pushing him out the door right now. Here we go though. First attack of the game. It's over the top for Chiwome, who's bounces down to Fair Lopez, Sidibe, Sasu. It's good football. Look, Sasu from the left. Diamond. There's a run on the right-hand side there. They've not gone there. Fair Lopez. Sidibe might be offside. It's saved anyway. He was on. It's a lovely bit of football, that, wasn't it? No, it was offside. He was offside. Yeah, maybe Super Sasu. Frankie's gone to Boreham Wood. That's really good. That's really good. I kind of want to manufacture a move to Boreham Wood now so that we can do a Frankie Goes to Hollywood thing, but with Boreham Wood. If he goes to Forest, it kind of works as well, doesn't it? In a way. We should offer to name a stand after Frankie if he stays. I think so, yeah. We have to pull out the stop, surely, right? Oh, I wonder what this means. Sasu! Oh, my word, what a player. Bishop's up to LAFC, do you reckon, maybe? Is the game in lower FPS than usual? No. I've not changed anything, Breezy. Does it look... maybe it looks a bit framey. I think it looks okay for me, but that might be a stream thing. Oh, the rain. The rain does lower the FPS. It does. Yeah, you're right. It's probably that. Not yeah. Chiwome! Oh, it's Larry Maguire! Big Larry Maguire scores a header. We take the lead against Dagenham and Redbridge. There we go. Big Larry Maguire. It's like a back post header as well. Not even near post. Just stands it up and he just gets up. I thought it was going to be Chiwome, but Larry Maguire jumps above him, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah, if we lose Sasu to Sassuolo, that would be a shame, wouldn't it? Yeah. That would be a shame. Larry's better than Harry. Agreed. Pavement head. That's him. Yeah, it's probably just... I think it's the rain, Breezy. Hopefully next game it's all right. How you doing, Ben? Welcome back. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Sorry. Apologies about no stream last week. One of those things. Life gets in the way. Then I had the migraine, so I was like, ugh. But we're all good. We're back. Concrete head, exactly. Right, we're on the attack again here. Sasu. I'm just itching now to find out what happened. Oh, he's missed it. Itching to find out what happens with Frankie Bishop now. I've got songs and everything ready. But, oh my word, that is horrible to find. Okay, we've picked it up. How's the baby and the dog? Both good, both great. Baby Jack is very grisly at the moment. That's how I describe him. We love him to bits, but he's kind of one of those where he's like, wants to be held at all times, which is exhausting, but also rewarding in a way. Migraines are so awful. No way to cure them. Just have to ride them out, dark room and sleep. Exactly. Yeah. I have to be sick. Oh, Jack Diamond. Big header back post as well. Is that his 6th goal of the season? I think so. And that's a lovely cross from Cameron Ishmael, isn't it? Father like son. Exactly. Yeah. I have to do a big amount of sick, and then I go to sleep for about 6 hours, and then my migraine might go away. That's basically the only thing you can do. Connor says there's an entire cult around Frankie. Matter ain't starting him, partying him in Birmingham, so it's all falling apart. I know. Sometimes these things end like this, though, don't they? You can worship someone, and they still want to leave. It can happen. It can happen. Wasabi helps. I don't know if that's a thing. Like I'm not sure it would. Yeah, sumatriptan. I've got, it's not sumatriptan, but it's the nasal spray. That is the one that helps me the best. I've tried all of them. Infinity. The nasal one I've got, I don't think it's sumatriptan, but it's a triptan type thing, but it's not sumatriptan. That's the one that works for me. And when I say works, it dulls it down a little bit, but it doesn't get rid of it completely. It just means that you can kind of ride it out for a bit longer until you go to sleep. Trust me, I've had enough migraines in my life to know what, I've tried everything. I've also spoken to real genuine experts in it as well. I think we were talking about this in the Discord, but my GP where I went before we moved happened to be one of the leading researchers on migraine or neurological migraine triggers in the UK. And she was like, weird, because it was just a random GP appointment. She's like, you've got very lucky here. But then she went through basically her whole back catalogue of what she does. She's like, this is my entire field. And she was like, she suffered from migraine, so she's exactly the same. And she was like, this is what I do. These are the things we found. Basically, she said the triggers are stress, caffeine, and not eating, food basically. For me, it was not eating. She was like, which of these things do you do? And I was like, or which of these things happened when you had one? I was like, well, it's probably stress, not eating, and then I had a coffee. So I was probably all three. And she's like, any of those combinations for you, it would be. The thing that you need to do is have a full fat can of Coke, and then whatever medication works best for you. So sumatriptan or the nasal one for me that I have. She's like, do that before the headache starts, but when the vision starts to go, and then drink a whole full fat can of Coke, and then basically that will stave it off long enough so that you don't feel completely awful before you can go to sleep. And then if you go to sleep, when you wake up, you should feel better. And it does work. The sparkles, yeah, the vision and the weird blurriness, and then when your brain starts to go weird and you don't know who Jeremy Doku is. That's my one I always talk about. I was watching the Manchester Derby, and I was watching it going, who the hell? And the name Jeremy Doku didn't make sense. I was like, is that? And I was testing myself because my brain had gone. I was testing myself on the players. I was going through them going, Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, I know that one, Kevin De Bruyne. Jeremy Doku, I was like, who the hell is that? I've never had a migraine. Concussion on the other hand, I've had concussions. Yeah, not good. I got knocked out of football once. I've got a big scar. You probably can't see it, but there's a line that goes down my eyebrow and around the corner a bit where I clashed heads at football. Average City fan. Remember my dad having one? He asked what a burrito was and who Ashley Young was. It's mad how it happens. Mad. It's so silly. Right, we've won 2-0 here. Well done, one matter. Harry Potter's card, not at the top. It's just down the side of the eyebrow. Of course you have a scar. Brilliant. Magical. Hello, hello. Hope you're good. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Matter in. Right, we're going to find out now what happens with our boy Frankie, I think. We're going to see if there's any interest in him because the window is open. Magical, thank you for the 30 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Another sign is delusion, like thinking you're going to sign a certain someone from a club in the northeast. Well, I haven't said anything. But all I'm going to say, Will, is let's just revisit these messages in like 20 or so days, right? Because I've not said anything. You're coming in here with this attitude, all right? Because I will bookmark anything. If you know me, I will bookmark anything. And even if it's a message in a Twitch chat, I will bookmark that. I'll say nothing, but I will come back to it and I will silently read it and go, Because you should see my bookmarks on Twitter, all right? I will bookmark them. And that's a threat. It's not a threat, but that's a promise, all right? Right, anyway, let's continue. You started it in one of your YouTube, your videos weeks ago, and now look where we are. Well, I think in that video, I didn't, Ghost. I actually didn't as well. I'm not doing this. In a video a week ago, I said, I think Liverpool will try to sign Isak. And I also didn't move him. I left him at Newcastle. I literally said, and that's true. Liverpool have tried to sign Isak. That's true. You can't get angry at that. That happened. It is happening. I'm fine. I hope people think I'm really serious with these things as well, don't they? Like, obviously, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you for the resubs, by the way. Low, thank you for the 11 months. Gambling, thank you for the 60 months. Beautiful. Thank you, lads. Didn't Newcastle just let Isaac leave on a free? Yeah, Hazen did just go, yes. Right, chat, we've got a thing here. West Brom have made a bid for Frankie Bishop. Now, he's only got a slight interest, so I think we can get away with actually rejecting this right now. And obviously, I think we should reject it. If that changes, what do we do? And is there a world... Excuse me. Is there a world where our board step in and accept an offer? Now, at the moment, this is fine, isn't it? But I think we do need to be careful, don't we? I'm going to reject it out of hand. And we're going to see how he reacts to it. And hopefully he doesn't come to us and be like, I actually really do want to go. I don't think he will with slight interest, will he? So I think we're good. We protest if we leave. If he leaves, I agree. Yes. Reject all and ask for $1 million. I think we should be getting quite a lot of money as well. You're no longer concerned about being played out of position. I didn't know you were concerned about being played out of position, to be honest. So there's that, isn't there? 75k is rubbish. I agree with you, yeah. It means we're guaranteed him for another year and a half. Can we set it to happen at the end of the season, then add a loan back clause? I think we could try. We can try little tricks like that for sure. If it comes to it. I think for now, though, what we should actually be doing is just like, oh, there's another bid. That's even worse. That is 86k all in. 20% of profit and a friendly with Bristol City. I don't want a friendly with Bristol City. We're not having it. What's the club balance like? Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that. We're in a bit of debt because, but then it doesn't really help us. Like 60k doesn't really help us, does it? 80k or whatever. So it's a very Newcastle. It is, isn't it? It's a bit disrespectful, isn't it? There's a feeling generally that they might have bottled it. Really, Bristol City here. Right, I'm going to reject it. Let's set his value to the max that we can with him still being happy with it. His asking price. Can we go to $1 million? Way above his value. Okay, 400k is way above his value, apparently. Okay, we can put his value at 250. You think do it anyway? 5 mil? Is that a good... I feel like he gets upset with that, though, no? 300k? Will he still be all right by that? 275 is on the high side, but not by much. Yet 100%. Really? The drive to Bristol probably is more expensive than the revenue. Exactly. We're not getting any money from that bloody friendly, are we? We're not having it. He has a contract, don't worry. Offer Frankie out to Saudi. That's smart. That's smart. Holmesy said I regular migraines. Turned out it was an optician I needed, not a doctor, but got diagnosed with light sensitivity. Yeah, the eyes and your optical nerve and things all very much link to it, aren't they? Haven't watched FM content in a while. What exactly is he doing? That's a great question, Josh or Joash. I don't know if I can answer that. Yeah, I don't think you should put an asking price. I'm tempted to not either, unless he comes in, unless there's a bid. I feel like we shouldn't rock the boat too much. He's not actually interested right now, is he? Do all the times how he kept Scotland. Yeah. I think for the content, we're doing this. I'm going to see what happens. I put his value at 5 mil. That's what we value him at. It's what Newcastle would do. I'm not opening that can of worms. Don't worry. Ghost baby, you don't need to come and try and fight me. Will, relax. Sit back down. I don't know why he stood up. It's just a joke, all right? It's just a joke. Wouldn't put an asking price because if a team comes in with it, it'll be risky to reject it. Have you seen our summer? What summer? You going to do signings? You going to sign anyone? No, Stoke. No. Stoke would like to take him on trial? No. That's the answer. No. Good Lord. Why would we accept that? Yeah, go on, Frank. Off you go, mate. Off to Stoke. Why would he want to go to Stoke? Sorry, Stoke, if you're from Stoke. Trial. You're having me on. Yeah, they just won't let him leave, will they? What's going on there? That's a joke. Right, we need to go back on holiday. I guess we should only go on holiday for a day, though, with all these Frankie bids. He doesn't want to go to Ruddy Pottery. No, he doesn't. Right. Where are we at now? We have lost 4-0. Oh, my God. It's all falling apart. Juan Mata. What is going on? You can't lose 4-0 to Barnet. What's happened there? Did he play Frankie? No. Did Frankie make the bench? He's back on the bench. At least. Blame the director of football? No, I'm not having it. What did he even change here? He brought Jeff Hendrick back in, and we've got, to be fair, losing 4-0 seems a bit harsh here. 59% possession, 14 shots from us, 12 from them. We've lost 4-0. And their XG is 1.8, but one of them was a penalty as well. So, like, that feels a bit harsh, that result. Still, you did get pinged 4-0 there. So it's not great, is it? We need a board vote, Juan in or not. I don't think we do yet. Juan did win the league last year, and he is second in the league. Southend have pulled ahead even further, though. We stay second, even after that loss, which is quite nice. Yeah, we'll stay there anyway. That's interesting. Go to the Stoke squad and ask for the best player. Do you know what? That is something a petty man would do. And I am a petty man. Who is their best player? Who's on your biggest wage? Can we have... He's injured anyway. Can we have Junior Chamado on trial, please? Stoke? Just on trial. Can we have them on trial? Thanks. Please? We'll just see what they say to that. Because that's basically what they just did to us, isn't it? Where's Emery Tezgal? I don't actually know. Right, weekly jobs. Right, you need to be back on holiday watching, man. Go on holiday. Stop coming back. Keeps going to, like, Luton Airport and then coming home. You've rejected it, have you, Stoke? Interesting. Why is that? Is it because you're not idiots? Exactly. Passive aggressive meltdown. Not me. Offer a trial for Isaac. Clayts has learned a lot about the dark arts from Liverpool, I'd say. Yeah. I actually, this semi-serious. I get why, like, Newcastle fans would be angry. But a lot of it is quite illogical, right? What have Liverpool actually done wrong in some Newcastle fans' eyes? Like, this is serious now, not just... Because they haven't actually done anything, have they? Right? Like, they just made an official world British record bid, no? Like, isn't that exactly how transfers happen? Like, trying to sign somebody... Bought Ekatike. Is that anything to do with Newcastle? Like, have they actually done anything that egregious? No. Right? Anyone we can bid 40 million and a pound, right? I don't like Liverpool, but yeah. Like, this is semi-serious. This isn't like agenda-driven. This is actually like... I get why Newcastle... You have to focus your rage somewhere. And if you're upset because your best player's been, going on strike and wanting to lead, then yeah. It's a tad strong-arming. But is it actually, though? Or are people filling in a lot of gaps and deciding that that's what's happened? My theory is that the relations between Liverpool and Newcastle owners... negotiators is actually very amicable, is genuinely like is what I think. I think if you knew Isak would do what he's done, then you would have focused on him and not got Ekatike. I don't think that's true though. Again, maybe, but also you are kind of filling in a lot of gaps with that, no? Like, Liverpool needed... One of their strikers died, and another one is going to leave. Like, and now, and also another attacker's... I feel like they just because they cost a bit of money, they do need to buy players. And, like, I just don't think that's true necessarily. Maybe, but you're just deciding that yourself, right? Liverpool and Tottenham are the only teams in the Prem that don't exploit money and act Super League-esque. I mean, maybe. I think Spurs more so... Liverpool did try and join the Super League, so let's not give them all of that. They did backtrack, etc., but let's not maybe like throw them into that exactly. They aren't owned by an oil state. That is a thing. For sure. You think you can send more than 110 million you offered? Yeah. Liverpool will offer the money that Newcastle want for Isak, I think. Or at least like I think they'll offer the money that Isak is worth. I also don't think Isak is worth 150 million pounds. I think that is actually outrageous to really suggest. I think I get why you'd value him at that, why Newcastle would value him at that, but that is actually, we have lost the plot a little bit here, haven't we? Like of actual values. But I think Liverpool will offer like 130 with add-ons, and they will be able to do that, yeah. There isn't really a way Liverpool could have done it. It would have been like by Newcastle, exactly, and that is fine. That is fine, but there is a lot of, and I don't think Will is this, for example, or Ghost Baby and stuff. But people do fill in a lot of gaps and be like, and think there is some type of like games being played here. A lot of the times, I don't think it is. I think a lot of the times it is just straight up just business, and people are trying it's no different to any other transfer in a lot of ways. Yeah. Be close to 140, 145, I think, with add-ons. Yeah, I think it'll be 130 plus add-ons. It would be my guess. And that's obviously just a guess, isn't it? It'll be the right payment structure, not like Newcastle for Sesko. The worst, Albion just made a bid up the Seagulls. Right, we've got another bid, by the way. 170k is actually getting a lot closer to what we want, but I'm going to reject it as well, I think. Isak's an elite player. Naturally, clubs will look for him. I just don't think it's that, like... This happens. Newcastle are at a stage where this... is happened, and Liverpool, as a Liverpool fan, we've lived this reality. Like, it's not just Coutinho as everyone says, but Suarez, Sterling. Like, look at all the players that Liverpool get themselves like to a position where they're like, we've got good players again, and then those players leave. Like, Liverpool challenge for the title with Sterling and Suarez, and then Sterling leaves. These things do happen, and it's just part and parcel of where you are. Like, it's difficult to get to, and I just think like Newcastle absolutely want to hold on to him, but like it's not some outrageous thing that Liverpool are like, oh my god, this is strong arming, how dare they, this is disgusting. It's one of them. Right, back to the game. We've just been offered two jobs, and there's another offer for Bishop. We've been offered jobs at Mansfield, who are League One, 19th in League One, but there is an upgrade. Could go there and try and stave off relegation. And we've got MK Dons, but MK Dons are disgusting. So we've said no to them, but Mansfield is something we could consider. I think I'm leaning towards no, though. I personally. How you doing, Swifty? Welcome, dude. Torres move broke me. Exactly. Torres move, exactly. It kind of just happens. There's a good way to avoid it happen. Don't have good players. Yeah. Feels like too good a jump. Want a nicer ground. MGW. Because... Someone's just... Breezy's reacted with loads of laughing. I need to read what that message is. And Morgan Gibbs' White situation should be investigated by the police. I agree. That's not a hot take at all. I agree. But do the interview and find out the budgets. We could do the interview, couldn't we? By the way, chat, we'll probably put it to a poll, maybe. But I think it's a bit early to jump ship at FC United. However, if we were to take the job, we could agree to go there at the end of the season, and then it would be a jump up the leagues, and then we have a new rebuilding job and a different way to go. We bring in a new manager. There is a world where this is something we could actually go and do. However, I'm leaning maybe personally towards staying at Mansfield, but we could do a bit of a thing here. Mansfield isn't very glamorous, is it? I'm going to do a really quick poll on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube. But if you can throw your opinions in just with words, you can say yes or no. Mansfield, I'm going to give you the option to either interview or reject. Very quickly, I think you know where I'm leaning towards. Very quickly, interview or reject. You are the board members. You get to decide these things a little bit. YouTube, I need to see it in words. Interview or reject. Mansfield isn't a bad shout, but then we lose Frankie. We do lose Frankie, yes. Love it when you stream, but also love your usual bits. How you doing? Well, welcome in. Who else is in League One? I mean, I do quite like the idea of waiting for an interview a little bit. And if we get an interview going there, because I kind of like that as an idea. Wouldn't harm to do the interview, reject. What's the Ipswich bid? The Ipswich bid, by the way, is 165k, so we can reject that as well, to be honest. Tough time of year to move. Well, I think we'd do it so that we'd move at the end of the season. We can do that. Reject with pettiness. Don't be an Ashworth. The poll, by the way, says more people saying interview, but it is very close. Might as well interview, then you can turn it down. Yeah, I think then we kind of need... I wanted to gauge the reaction to whether we should actually even bother to interview. Will they let you pick that this far out? Delaying, that is. I think I've done it before. In the Journeyman save, it was January, and I agreed to join at the end of the season. It's always close. That is true. Interview wins, but if you add in the reject from YouTube, I kind of feel like that might win. But I'm going to do the interview, and then I might just reject it based on how much money and things they've got anyway. Are they a bit boring? It's not very glamorous, is it? It's the club where Cloughie's son, Nigel. That's not what... no, obviously. It is, yeah, okay. What's his name? The other Clough? Are they in League One? They are in League One, yeah. 19th in League One. There is a chance they go down. Are you concerned that you don't have all that much managerial experience? No. Why do you want to leave your current job? I don't really. To be honest. I quite like it. Nigel. It is Nigel, yeah. Not much of an exciting club, yeah. How do you feel about potentially replacing a manager who was very much liked by the supporters? My record speaks for itself. No offense to the Mansfield Massive. Juicefield. We're not having that. That's not... No. That's a yellow card. That is a yellow card. Brian and Knight, yeah. Are you going to be watching the Newcastle vs Spurs match tonight, scouting Isak? Isak won't be playing, will he? We tend to give our managers the time and stability they need to get the job done. Are you lot in it for the long haul? I don't know what I said then, to be honest. We need a manager who can work with limited resources. Is that you? That's not really what you want, Ramsdale starting up front. We don't really want that, do we? I think that might be the answer. Limited resources? Have you met me? I'd like to finish the season in my current job out of respect to them. Right. No requests. I've told them at the end of the season, we'll see if they offer us a job, but I think I'm going to decline it anyway, to be honest. We're never taking I don't think we're taking that job anyway. No, hard pass already. I think so too. I think you're right. If we look at League One, there is a caliber of team, like fallen giants type teams, isn't there, that we'd maybe want to be looking to try and take. So like League One here, you're looking at, I think QPR we'd take, Derby, Bolton. I think you take Wigan. I think Wigan could be quite fun because, again, fairly local, isn't it? I think Charlton, I'd take that job. Bradford could be quite fun. I don't know about these guys down here. I think it'd be those jobs. Reading, Posh. I don't know about Posh. I feel like I want a team that's been in the Prem, not all that long ago. You know, who's below Port Vale? Below Port Vale, it's Carlisle, MK Dons, Stevenage, and Gillingham. Stockport are, I guess, local. That's an interesting thing, but I think they're not. Maybe not though. Reading, yeah, Reading count. Reading maybe counts on there. Yeah, that's true. I'd probably go with that then. Do you agree? Do you like? Are you on the same type of page as me with that one? I think it is fun to look for new jobs. By the way, it does freshen everything up, and then you do a complete rebuild. You get to know new players. I think you do get to then like see which players you bring with you. I think there is definitely an angle for that makes the stream, the journey, the adventure fun. I think though it would have to be one of those. Watford a bid 225k. These bids are getting a lot higher. You know. Always worth seeing what's about. Yeah. Is there anyone on the list that is of that caliber? I don't think there is. Sunderland we're not going to get. Insecure. Oh my word, there's a load of insecure jobs. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's not even bother looking at these guys. But League One, let's just look at League One jobs. You've got insecure jobs. Wigan are insecure. Nice to see he's not desperate to leave. Yeah, he actually doesn't care, does he, that we're rejecting these bids, that's quite good, isn't it? If there's a big meaty strike on the team, there's always that, of course, yeah. Interview and sign strike, that's not great. Yeah, Miles is on board, yeah. Scotland worth a shout? I'd have to, the Scotland job? Maybe. I don't know if I want to do international football. It's kind of pointless to do it, isn't it? We need to reject this. Jonathan Woodgate's at Port Vale, is he? Yeah. Argentina needs a DOF. Perfect. Right. We have got a game against Woking away. After losing our last game 4-0. Oh, my word. That's the biggest bid yet, isn't it? Bristol City. Is there a 200 IQ play here, by the way? If Wigan make a bid for Frankie Bishop, do we then try to start twerking for Wigan a bit? That's a sentence nobody has ever said before. Ever. In the history of humanity. Nobody has ever said the words together, twerking for Wigan. And now I'm breaking new ground here. Has anyone ever said that? Have you ever said that, chap? I bet you haven't. It's never been said by a human being. Should we start twerking for Wigan a bit? Question mark. What a quote. All right, we've got more offers. Stoke are back. Oh, my word. Oh, no. West Brom. No. They've offered a loan back, but the board have accepted 500k. No. Frankie Bishop might be going. Let's offer him a new contract. They will loan him back, but West Brom, it's over. No, and no Salon. I don't think there was a Salon. It's just a straight 500k. I can't reject it. The board have accepted it because it was too good to refuse. Leave in protest. We can. That's true. We could leave in protest, couldn't we? Or a West Brom job available. He's going to the Prem. We could offer out again. Kokota knows. That is true. We could offer, or if we accept the Stoke bid, we can then cancel the Stoke bid if he chooses them. He was willing to discuss terms, but is happy to stay at the club. He's never going to play for them, no. If we can create an auction here that is above, I'm going to accept Stoke. We have to accept West Brom. Luckily, they did offer a loan back, so we can accept that. There is a world where we can make this work. This is Football Manager 200 IQ plays. Are you ready? Okay. Together, we're going to keep Frankie Bishop at the Comers. All right. We're going to make this work. I'm going to, first of all, just in case he does accept these, we're going to get a 50% sell-on fee if we can. There's a 50% sell-on fee for that deal, which is actually a good bid in the end. We're going to accept both because he might accept Stoke instead of West Brom. Maybe. Honestly, I don't hate selling because that's a lot of money. Plus, he's going to come back on loan. That is true, yes. Except Stoke if they match the West Brom bid. I think that kind of matches it with the 50% sell-on. That's kind of it, isn't it? It's us buying him back. That is true. But if we do stay, this is true. We can loan him. So I'm going to accept the loan back. I'm also going to offer him out for 500k plus percentage of next sale. We might as well do 525 and see if we can get an auction going. Or the more teams that will try and buy him, the more teams that he might, he might choose another team and then we can cancel the whole transfer, can't we? I've just seen a comment in the YouTube chat, by the way, that says, I've twerked on Wigan Pier if that counts, question mark. Just back to the game. We've got, I'm going to do this, I think. Don Marina Clayts. Exactly. Why is there a command that says, should we start twerking for Wigan a bit? Right. They've offered a loan back as well. This is good. Who is he going to choose? Because if it's Stoke, we can cancel it. Or we could actually sell him. 50% of nothing is nothing. This is true. But his asking price is not for sale. It doesn't matter now because they've accepted a bid already, haven't they? 500k is good money, but it's a bit annoying, isn't it? I don't want to sell him. Right, we've got a game. We've got an FA Trophy game. Juan Mata, it'd be nice if you could win this, but let's see if Frankie Bishop is in the team or not, or has he been taken out under the current speculation around his future? We have won the game. Sasu scores twice, Chiwome scores. Did Frankie play? No. Frankie on the bench did come on in the 78th minute. His head's not right. I'm telling you, his head's not right. Put a buyback clause. You won't be able to do a buyback clause. The buyback clause will have to be, we could, I suppose, but we're never going to be there with, it feels kind of pointless. How much of 500k will be transfer budget? That's a good question. 100%. So we will get a big transfer budget from it, and it will massively help out the club coffers, but it will take us basically back to zero on balance. Still in debt, actually. A training injury would be ideal here. Failed medical until he stays. That's true. This is heartbreaking, isn't it? We'll have to see what happens. We don't know. We haven't had any more bids, by the way. So they don't seem... It's just Stoke. It's kind of a 50-50 shot. Basically, if Sesko chooses Newcastle, Isak goes to Liverpool. No, I mean, it's basically if Frankie chooses Stoke, we can keep him. If he chooses West Brom, he's gone. Both of them does offer him back on loan, though. There is at least that. We'll defo leave it. I think if he goes, it is kind of the final nail that we will be leaving, won't we? Like, surely, right? Let him go. He'll never play because of AI. Get him back next window. I mean, if we get promoted to League One, there's another chance that we get him for that team. Anyway, right? Oh, Frankie, why are you doing this to us? Cheers, everyone. I'll tell you what, though. We do love Football Manager for these things, don't you? I love the stories that you can create. Some random little guy with a Mohican is now like the main man in our save. It's great. Completes move to Dagenham and Redbridge. I mean, yeah, maybe. Is that a J2O? No, it's not a J2O. It's a can of water. I don't really drink J2Os, Breezy. Bit sugary. Can make your blood fizzy. No, we had a return of. What? We had a return of? What? The Mansfield job ain't looking too bad, you know. Got to climb the leads to catch up with our boy Bishop. Yeah, this is true. In fairness, if he goes to West Brom, we could loan him back for another 3 years. Yeah. Oh, we had a return of the Invisible Man. Oh, was it? Sorry, I missed that completely. It's very difficult to read that properly, Ollie, without without the context of knowing you're looking for it. Where was it? Is it in here? Anyway, yeah, Dagenham and Redbridge have signed Invisible Man. Frankie left for the sunshine. The sunshine of Stoke? No one's ever said that, have they? What are Wigan up to? Do you know what, chat? You know when you have, like, intrusive thoughts and you're like, you just have to push them to the side. Do you know what just happened in my head there? And obviously I never was going to do this, but when I said, what are Wigan up to? I almost twerked. I almost, on stream, started twerking. Oh, I say almost. It was like a 5% thing. But it did cross my mind. I really feel like I need to share that with you. I won't do that. Because that's career ending, isn't it? How many subs? No. Right. Twerk, please. No. This is not that type of stream. He's gone from Manchester nightlife to pottery classes in Stoke. I know, right? Get a pie suit and twerk. No. Right. Let's actually look at what Wigan are up to. Are they still? They're not even insecure anymore. They've won their last game. Mehmet Ali, they're stable. They've won their last game, it would seem. The Wigan job's not even on the table. Yeah, they've beaten Bradford. It's not even on the table. We're not doing a twerk goal. That feels exploitative, to be honest. 30 sub hype train for twerking chat. No. We're genuinely not doing this. Stop offering me money to twerk. That is not... No. When my mum asks me she says, how's work going? And I have to answer her, look her in the eye and say to her, yeah, it's good, thanks. Yeah, it's good. Working hard. I am not then having the idea of people are sending me money to twerk. I won't be able to look her in the eye. It's not happening. Would rather twerk or dab. 20 subs or dab. There is a line here. There is a, there is a negotiation here. This isn't Newcastle, Liverpool. There is a negotiation on hand here, isn't there? The game's the game. Yeah. It's working hard for the F-comers. Right, we've got a game. We're playing Alfreton Town. I'm going to go on holiday for a day and see how that goes. Pumpster, thank you for the resub. That doesn't count, by the way, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can tell her you are twerking hard. Sounds familiar. Twerk to Frankie. No, I'll do the Liverpool second off of 1 sub and a dab. Chat. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. Frankie's gone to West Brom. We've got 500k and he's back on loan. But Frankie's gone. We've sold him. The board have sold him. They've gone above my head. I've gone above Juan Mata's head and the board have gone above mine and sold him. He's flown the nest. He's gone to West Brom. He's gone to West Brom. He's now on loan. We don't have to pay his wages anymore. F in the chat. Fire the board. Resign. All of these things. Twerk. No. Oh, Lord. He's already been seen in a West Brom kit, by the way. Already. He's like, look. Already seen in a West Brom kit outside their training ground. Why is he outside the training ground already in a West Brom kit? Moneybags Bishop. He doesn't look too happy, yeah. That feels like he now plays for Albion. He's bought a kit off DH Gate and signed for Albion. Jesus Christ. Not only have we been betrayed, but he's buying DH Gate kits that say Albion on. You can settle him on already, I believe. Do you reckon? Thailand's Albion. Exactly. Not Albion. No. Bishop to West Brom. That's quite... Why does it say XOR there? That's like a cryptic tweet that you could do beforehand. It's already happened. It's too late. It's already happened. They did get the sponsor spot on. Fair play to them. How can they not get badges? Why doesn't like AI do the badges properly? Bishop to West Brom. Chat, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sad. He heard my songs and he heard Pav's songs and he's moved. It's true. Bishop to Albion. Here we go. Sad twerk. No. To look at the state of those stats, there's no way you were keeping him. Nah, he's way too good for us, isn't he? Way too good for us. With potential as well. Hasn't played loads this year. Wasn't getting in the team, really, this year. But, I mean, he's played 21 times, so maybe he is. But not recently he wasn't. We do now have less debt. We do now have 500k to spend. We could actually put that into some revenue. Look, let's put it into the wages and also into the scouting budget, I reckon. Because... we had none. We could have a quick look at... let's go UK and Ireland just for a month, maybe. We could have a look at players. See if there's anyone around. Should we just do it by Casey Palmer, for example? Like, do we actually need a player to come and be like a right-wing alternative, maybe? We'll have a look, won't we? What wages are Frankie on? I think they only put him on like 1.8k a week, right? Where is he? They've got him on... 1.8k a week. He's only gone up by £300 a week. We don't need to be looking at free agents anymore. That is true. We could buy somebody. That is kind of true. We've got what, 190k? We could do like 100k signing, couldn't we? Let's look at any and just see who is available. Most of them are going to be on a free though, I reckon, who are actually any good. Logan Pye's a good left back. What do we need? A right winger? Probably. Yeah, we do. Oh, no. Yeah, what are we on about? We do still have him. We don't need a right wing replacement. We've got him until the end of the season. We don't need to replace him. However, we could buy somebody. Let's look who is the most reputable player that we can even get here. Clark and Dork, Callum Robinson, Dale. I mean, it's not amazing, is it? That doesn't. Kieran Clark. That doesn't make me go, we need to go and sign some of these players. Jordan Thompson. I mean, is there anyone in the world? That doesn't add any at all. Oh, my word. Cedric Bakambu. Right, now we're talking. Cedric Bakambu on a free till the end of the season. Who says no? Paul Elise, Kieran Clark. Yep. Naki Wells, yeah. He is a known scorer. This is true. Try to sign Thierry Katsukunya, that's my friend, and he would be decent for you. We're probably not going to do that. If Robinson on a free, you get 2 million for him. Do you reckon? Was Josh King on there? Oh, yeah, Josh King's quite fun. He's 35 now, though. Would probably score goals for us, though. He's actually scoring goals at Besiktas. Oh, yeah, not this year, but last year he scored goals at Besiktas. Come to Besiktas. Fred Onyedema, Romain Sawyers, Robbie Brady. It was good in your Sweden save, was he? Martin Kelly, Casey Palmer. Basically, chat, if there was someone here who would like really stand out as being like, oh my god, we have to try and get him just for the almost for the memes, like he's a massive name, I'd go for it. Josh Windass. I'm kind of looking at these going, I'm not sure that we do. Josh Windass is surely quite good for this. Maybe not. He's 33 now. Gonna miss the Bishop song. I mean, we've got it till the end of the season, and we might move anyway, and then we might be able to sign him. Reece James. Not that one. Not that one. Let's see who one would want, actually, yeah. I guess, where should we look? What position? I'm quite settled with the squad, to be honest. Right winger? Yeah, no. I don't really care for any of those. Carlin Grant was in my list. Was Carlin Grant on there? I love Carlin Grant. Which Mendy was it? It was Jacob Mendy. No. Shane Miners from Boreham Wood under 18s. Exactly. That's who Juan Mata wants to sign, apparently. That. Hate Carlin Grant. Carlin Grant and FM, though. Oof. He is... Well, he was good. He was good. Carlin Grant in Football Manager is a thing. How much does he want in wage? He wants a lot of wages. 3.6. That's a lot of money. It would be a West Brom player, wouldn't it? Martin Kelly. Yeah, Martin Kelly is fun. We looked at him in the summer, I think, didn't we? What do you reckon? Is this worth it? Carlin Grant, or is like, I kind of think we're kind of good. Yeah, basically getting one back. Is it though? Statement signing, that would be. It kind of would, but at the same time, do we need him? We've got Sasu and Shuome. Offer him a trial. Maybe his price comes down. Maybe. We could do that. Dale Taylor, Martin Kelly, Casey Palmer. Just not really seeing that much quality here that makes me have to sign them. Maybe if I just get rid of... We don't need a Bishop replacement though, do we? Because he's still on loan with us. We still have him. Is still available? Who's that? Martin Kelly. Yeah. And we've got... I think we've got good centre-backs though. Right? We've got... Like, where in this squad... If I just do a best 11 pick, where in this squad do we actually need to upgrade? Because Frankie Bishop doesn't actually start anyway. The Bishop replacement is actually him. I don't think a transfer is needed. No. Nowhere. Pocket it. But then if we leave, are we just pocketing money for no reason? Like, we've got backup midfielders, like Sol Sidibe's not even in the team here. Striker is weak. Chiwome maybe, but then Sasu can start there and you just do this, look. Like, is it weak or is it just that he's starting Chiwome? Striker or left wing, yeah. I suppose if we sign a left winger, maybe Sasu goes back in up front and we have a left winger. But then Jack Diamond's a really good left winger. So I don't really know how you make Mata play this, because this is clearly better, isn't it? I think we leave when Frankie goes. Natural end to the F comers. Yeah, I agree. Grant comes cheaper after January. That is true, actually, because he's on a free. He would be cheaper. I reckon, actually, you wait until after January and then Carlin Grant will be cheaper. And then maybe you sign him and then maybe that's your little striker signing. That kind of makes sense for me. Bring Josh McEachran in as a coach. Is he there already? How do you spell McEachran? Is it an E there? He's manager at Darlington. Do you know what? Fair play. He was a coach here. And then he's... I didn't even notice it, but he's gone on to be manager at Darlington. Like, I'm sure he was a coach for a little bit. It doesn't say it in here, but look, on here it does. He was a coach. Oh, you can't see that. Underneath that, it does say he was a coach for us, but very briefly, it seems. I think we leave it. I think we wait until January ends and see. Okay, he's actually agreed to come on trial as well. We need to... No, we don't need to replace him. Why? He's still here. Should we replace him out of spite, though, chat? He was our vice captain and he's decided to leave us at the end of the season. Do we keep him on or do we replace him out of spite? Who's a better shout for this? Jordan Rossiter. Take over. He's leaving. Hasn't he told me he's leaving at the end of his contract? Yeah. You'll know better, Jordan. You're not getting vice captain. No. Poor leadership. Now give him his flowers. Can't have someone who jumps ship. I know, right? Larry Maguire. There's a man that we can trust. Larry Maguire, vice captain. Couldn't agree more with you, chat. Right, Carlin Grant's on trial now. He would score goals. He covers left wing. He can cover striker. He would score goals for us. I kind of like this. Let me see what his... I want to see what his demands are now, but how long is it? It's about 2 weeks. We can do this. Star player, inside forward on the left is where he actually wants to play. If it's less than 3k, you're in. It's way more than 3k. I'll give you 2k. Not that. I will give you, though, a minimum fee release, a relegation release, and a non-promotion release clause. We're not going to be here. Are we going to be here? We might be, but probably not, right? You can go for $1 million. You can go for 500k if we don't get promoted. You can also get... I don't know what he's... Oh, my word. I've just got rid of a load of stuff that I didn't mean to there. Match highest earner is very scary. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Okay, we'll wait. It'll come down in wages. I don't want to give him 4k a week. I think that's ridiculous, to be honest. Yeah, he would be good in this league, but we've got enough time so that when the window closes, he'll be interested in joining us again. So we'll wait for that. Oh, Nick Thompson's just got signed a new deal. That's fun, isn't it? Yeah, especially knowing your wage of exactly. Yeah, that is very scary based on my history. Is it Ibe Bournemouth? Yeah, Jordan Ibe, who was at Bournemouth, Liverpool. That Jordan Ibe. He's not very good, but yeah, it is him. Right, let me clear this team. Let's see now. Now that his future is, we know where we stand on his future. Does Juan Mata go back to playing him again in this next game? We play York City away. Keep an eye on the players released at the end of the window as well, I'd say. Yeah. Because after the window, more are interested as well, actually. Leonie's right. The window doesn't shut until April. You've got ages. Exactly. Diamond has... We've won 4-3. Jack Diamond was man of the match, but no Frankie Bishop didn't even come on. No Frankie Bishop at all in this game. Interesting. Were there any terms on the loan back? I don't think so, does mate. That's a good question. We'll check. I don't think so. Chiwome scored twice. Jack Diamond scored one, and... Jeff Hendrick won the game in the 90th minute with a penalty after we had only 4 shots on target and scored 4. What a weird game that was. I mean, it's a really big win against York City. Are York City up there? York City are in playoffs as well, look. Oh, it's back on. We're only 3 points behind they've got a game in hand. Chiwome does score goals despite looking average. He really does, yeah. He does. We've got an FCOM robbery, we have. If you could sign one of the... no name. We could still sign one of the no name players. That is true. Good point. Matt has given him the hard shoulder. It seems that way, doesn't it? Let's praise Jack Diamond. Could you say the archetype of Frankie Bishop's downfall has been Jack Diamond? Because since he's come in, Frankie's then not been in the team. Since Frankie's not been in the team, his head's turned and he started to look for a move away. Then he's decided to go to West Brom, and now Juan Mata has given him the hard shoulder. Does it all... Is our true villain of the piece here Jack Diamond? I'm asking you. What do you reckon? Jack Tyler Diamond. Born in Sunderland. Sign a no-name and give him Frankie Bishop like he never left. Yeah. The front three is working. Yeah, you can't really blame him, can you? Neil's lad. That's a narrative I can get behind. Yeah, right? Exactly. Okay, anyway, we will continue. I tell you what, if we're not going to do transfers and we know where we stand, should we go to the end of the window and come back then? It's a couple of games, but we might as well come back at the end of Jan, right? Let's do February the 1st, because the window doesn't actually technically close anyway, but other windows do, so then free agents do become cheaper, don't they? Born in Sunderland, but he says he's a Newcastle fan in the game. Does it actually? That's fun. Oh yeah, we need to see if we're offered the Mansfield job. I think if we got offered it, would we be brought back from holiday anyway? I think we would, right? We didn't get the job, but it was unsuccessful anyway. We didn't want it anyway. We're gonna turn it down anyway, Mansfield. But is that they've gone for Scott Lindsay? That feels a bit that is a good barometer for what we can go and get. So Wigan would never give us the job, would they? like if we didn't, it looks like a Mansfield man. If we weren't going to get the Mansfield job, actually that does maybe give us an idea of what our level is. It might go up at the end of this season if we get promoted, but that's interesting, isn't it? League One wise, there is only Leyton Orient who are insecure in League One at the moment. Should we start working for Wigan? All right, let's go back on holiday. That's what we're going to come back for. Does it come back? No. I think it does bring you back. If you get a job interview, it does bring you back from holiday, right? They didn't like my answers. That might be true. To be fair, I did say that I was going to go at the end of the season. That could be why. Yeah, that could have been it, yeah. That's true. So maybe we would get a job if we went immediately or more immediately. That's a good point. Cheers. Also, I didn't really pay attention to what I was actually saying. Like, I could have answered some of those questions wrong because I wasn't really paying attention. Right, how have we done in those games? We're third in the league now. We've drawn a game to Scunthorpe. We've dropped points here. We've dropped points in 2 games in a row. A draw with Scunthorpe and a loss to Morecambe. Frankie Bishop did come on here. He was on the bench and did come on, I think. Matt are out. Matt is having a little wobble potentially. Frankie brought on in the 64th minute here. Chuome didn't do great in that game. Is this a little Matter wobble? I mean, it was pretty good form before that. It'd be nice if we could get ourselves back into this second place spot. Top 3's fine. We've got a 4-point gap to Yeovil. I'd like to not fall out completely, though. Anything that I missed in here? Pressure building in. Damani Mellor's upset, but we probably could have sold him. But actually, we still can, I suppose. Is he wanted? He's leaving anyway. How much would it be to just... $12k. His value, he's on 1.1k a week. I feel like 12k is probably smart. It actually saves us money long run, doesn't it? And he's never going to play. I'm going to allow him to go, I think. I think it's just, it makes sense financially. Also, what I need to do is... Okay, the budget's gone already. We've used the budget. We pay for 1 month and we've got no scout budget anyway. Get Grant in, go till April. Yeah, I kind of think... Let's see if Carlin would now accept a lower offer to bring him in. Still on a free. Approach to sign. Will talk to us again. Does he want less than 4k? He wants more. Chuck him in the under 18s. Yeah, I think if this this solid continues, we might need to get Chris in. Well, Chris Powell again. Maybe that's a throwback. Maybe. I think that's too much money for Carlin. I could structure it. What do you think? As the board members, do you think I should throw some money at Carlin Grant here or not? Basically, I think this is too much. But we could probably do it with something like that. We're leaving and he's got value. Well, we're not confirmed to be leaving, are we? I think there is a type of feeling that that might be the way things are going, but I don't think we're definitely leaving. Selling for millions. Do you reckon he goes for millions? I mean, that's a better argument. Well, do the Moneyball save? Only loads league players data. Yeah, you have to have the leagues loaded. Yeah. I think so. Or at least it's the detail level that's loaded, Ash, not necessarily leagues, but yeah. About 1 million. I can put a non-promotion release clause of 500k and then a release clause of like... I kind of want to put the release clause in because it's going to make him sign for cheaper. We want Barrios. It's a bit... I might be a bit late for Barrios. Are we talking about the same player? What, Carlin Grant here? Yeah, are we really thinking he's that good? He's 29. Orange lock the wage. Yeah, okay. Millions in Carlin Grant. Right, basically, if we get relegated, it goes for free. If we don't get promoted, you can go for 500k. If we do get, even if, well, you can go for 2.5 at any point. I think that's pretty fine. It puts him on 2.5k, but if he plays, he gets another 2k. It is big money. It's for a 1-year contract, which I think is a good thing if we keep it at 1 year. It does give us a little bonus striker for the rest of the season. It does go up 35% if we do go up, but he's only on a year contract anyway. So it's only for one year. Like, anyway. I chuck a cheeky 1 year extension. I think a 1 year extension you could probably do yourself. And again, is that our problem if we stay? Maybe, but you probably want him for next year anyway. But 35% isn't. I mean, it's 35%. That exactly. It doesn't make it. It makes it 3.3k, which if you go up, I think is manageable. Imagine if he starts banging in the goals from now to the end of the season, worth the risk. Exactly. I think maybe an extra player might just. We're in a place where it'd be nice to kick on. Like, we're not out of this title race. 6 points behind with. What, 15 games to go? Annoyingly, we could be a lot closer to that if we'd won our last 2 games. An extra 5 points puts us a point off the top. So we've dropped out of that. We would have been in a title race if it wasn't for those last 2 games. Right, let's just continue. We've got a game here. I think it's worth a punt. Let's do a bit of... It's fun to do business as well, isn't it? It's fun to do it. And also, Damani Miller has just gone out, so we are replacing him, aren't we? Playoffs would be a good season. Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. If we can stay in the playoffs, it'd be great. We've drawn again. Aaron Sasu scores, but we've drawn another game. We are up to second. They've not played yet. Southend did win, though. Southend beat... Did they play here? They beat Altrincham, look. So we're now 8 points behind. Yeah, maybe we're not in a title race. That might have been a attack. Oh, I didn't even show you. I signed a new centre-back. I told you I signed a new centre-back. I've not even showed you him. He doesn't ever start, but it's Omar Sawunmi. Has been at the club, but that I never actually showed you. He's 6'7". He's played 8 games for us and scored a goal. But that's why I signed him. He's only on £800 a week. But yeah, there is an extra player in the squad that you probably didn't even notice. Maybe some of you did. Juan's on the slide. He might be. It's 3 without a win for Juan Mata here. That is... Is it a bit scary? Maybe. Right, Sassy on verge of FC United history. 24 goals is the record by Terence Carter. He's got 21 already in 35. I think he had like 8 in 8 though, didn't he? So he's actually slowed down. Right. When Carland comes in, I think you sim to like middle March maybe and end of March, see where we are. I agree. I think so. Keeper's ill. It's not really up to me, is it? But I'll send him home. That was an email that should have gone to Juan Mata. Let's be honest here. April 1st. Well, yeah, we've got intake as well that we can go to. So maybe that's where we go to after this. Right, yeah, let's get Carlin Grant in and then do a holiday. Agreed. Hey, Clayts, when your contract ends and wants to leave, but you're on a month-to-month deal, do you typically re-sign or stay with the club while looking for new jobs? I usually get it sorted before that, to be honest, Dommy. Like, if I know I'm leaving, I usually get it done way before the contract actually ends. Or at least I have done in the past. Right, we have one in the FA Trophy again. We've beaten Barnet. In the FA Trophy, we're into the 6th round here. Quarterfinals, everyone. There's a chance here. We're in a... He wants to win this, doesn't he, Matter? How did... Who played in that? Did Frankie Bishop started, I think. He's getting cup games, it seems. Frankie Bishop starts. Diamond on the left, Chiwome up front. No, Sassy on the bench. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like he wants to win that, though. We've got a game in 6 days. Do we have a Carlin Grant decision? Not yet. Yes, we do. Carlin Grant joins the club. Welcome, Carlin. Can you say good morning? Good morning, Carlin, please, in the chat. Spent 2 years looking for a job after Calathea. That is true, yeah. That is true. Boo. No, what are we booing? Did I miss something? All the Bishop hate. Is that called bashing the Bishop? Yep. Just hate him. That's fine. Morning, Carlin. Right. He is in. He's going to be good. I mean, he is good, isn't he? I wonder if he gets in our best 11 now. What does that do to pick best 11? It picks him on the left-hand side. Still Chiwome up front. No Sasu. Surely that's not right. That doesn't make any sense. Why does Chiwome still get in this team? Is it because I've got him as like star player because of his loan, maybe? Transfer granted. Good. Good, good, good. Chiwome might go. I mean, he's doing good. Chiwome's got himself 16 goals, look. But Sassu's got 21. It doesn't make any sense. Right, let's see who he picks in the next games. Tell you what. Oh, let's find out who we get in the draw. They would like Scarborough, Kidderminster or Maidenhead, apparently. We get Dover. We're in the last 8. Dover. Okay, we're going to go on an extended holiday. Okay, we're going to find out how we do then. We have got these fixtures. I think we go until the end of March. End of March might be youth intake time. So I think we go and we're off to the Maldives. Yep. We're going to go and do these games here. Do we play any of our top teams? Why do we... What the hell's happening there? Why are we playing Yeovil away twice, both in the league? You can't see that. 4 days apart. It's currently scheduled. We've got Yeovil Town twice. Both away. That doesn't seem fair. Maybe one's been moved, but like that doesn't usually happen where it shows you both, right? we play I mean, I'm excited to see what happens with that. One will be changed for the trophy. It must be, yeah. Weird quirk though, isn't it? All right, we're gonna go till, let's go to the end of March. We'll have the youth intake to sort through then. Obviously it will come just before that, but we can go to the end of March, I think, anyway. Let's go on an extended break. We're leaving Matter at the wheel. Hopefully he doesn't burn down the entire place in the time we're away. But let's see you. Let's see how he gets on. I mean, we can actually watch it up here. We're 3rd in the league now. After each game, that will update and we can see how he's doing. So, Woking away. Do we stay 3rd after playing 21st away from home? If we're mid-table, that's not good. We stay... Oh, my word. We play top of the league Southend here. We're, what, 8 points behind them at least. So... Probably not actually a title decider, but it is one of our biggest rivals in the league. I wonder actually if we can keep an eye on Wigan here, see if they've got their position under threat, because we could do a little bit of twerking then, couldn't we? Is Matter an arsonist? Potentially, yes. We've stayed 3rd. I don't know what that means, to be honest. Just because you haven't moved forward. Yeah, maybe, yeah, because we've got the draw, and then when it moves forward, it will update the fixture list. Yeah, you're probably right. Should we start twerking for Wigan a bit? Twerking for the ticks. Is that the thing? If we go to Wigan, is there a whole, like we've had the ejaculation angle. Again, another sentence nobody's ever said. We've had the whole ejaculation angle with FC United of Manchester. Is it twerking for Wigan? I don't know. I'm not sure. Right. I think it'll be 1-0. 1-0. Will Grigg up the ticks. I agree with that. Yes. Right. What are we up to? 9th of March. It's twerk for Twigan. Sorry. What angle? No, have you been watching the streams? Shagga Malaga, have you been watching the streams? You heard. You know what type of angle it is. We're down to 4th. We're up to 2nd. What happened there? What? We were down to 4th. Now we're up to 2nd. What happened there? Maybe we played a day later and we've won. We're down to 3rd again. Okay, we're still exactly... We're down to 4th again. We're dropping like a stone and rising like a salmon or something. We've got 3rd in the league. Halifax here. We're up to 2nd. And we play 3rd. Oh my God, it's all kicking off. These are massive games. We're still 2nd. What a way to play Football Manager. Just watching the number at the top left. How exciting. That's really funny. That's a ridiculous way of doing this, isn't it? Right. It's kicking off, chat. We're back. It's the end of March. We are 2nd in the league. 14 points behind Southend, but 7 points clear of Halifax in 3rd. We're doing okay. We're doing... Yeah, who needs graphics upgrades? You don't even need to see the game. You just watch whilst we're holidaying. We're playing Calendar Manager. Right, let's have a look at those results. We've lost the month dividers for some reason, but that's okay. We were in Feb, right? So we've gone from about here. Is that right? What was the last game we played? I think we played Woking as our first one. We beat Woking, lost to Southend. Southend are top. We beat Barrow. Lost to Ebbsfleet, lost to Yeovil. So we lost a couple of games there, look. We are through to the semis where we play Yeovil in the semis. Of course it's Yeovil again, right? Do we play the semi? I think we can watch the semi, yeah. It's it's the next game. Let's go and watch that one. Yeah. We lost to East League. 3 wins on the bounce though against Halifax, against rivals. Look, against Halifax, against Solihull, who are both in the playoff places, has put us now, I mean, pretty securely in second place in the league. It's not too shabby at all, is it? Chiwome looks like he's been scoring plenty of goals as well. Has Frankie Bishop scored a goal at any point in this time? He scored twice here, look. He scored twice in the win against Altrincham. And then did he play the next game? He did and got injured. Maybe that's what stopped his resurgence in the team a little bit. But he did score twice. So there is that. Any for Grant? It doesn't look like he's got one in the last game. Oh, no, he got one here. He scored a penalty as well. Carlin Grant, in his time here, has scored 2 in 6. Has the next Frankie come through the intake? We'll have a look at the intake. Yes, we will. I wish I could watch Man United based on just the number in the top corner. It would be less depressing. It's basically teletext, wasn't it? When are you doing another looking at viewer saves video? Maybe soon, Pietro. If people want it, I've got more saves. I could do another one. Maybe next week. People like them, so maybe. What have you done, Juan? I mean, he's done all right. Is he playing on the wing? Who? Carlin. Carlin has been playing, yeah, mainly as a winger on the left-hand side. And did play as a striker against Dorking and scored. Scored in his last 2 games. Did get a slight injury look as well here. Did get injured, then played, and then got light injury. Interesting. Came back maybe a bit too early. We've only got 4 games to go in the league, plus the FA Trophy semi. So let's do that. But also, before that, can I find just the intake on here? What date are we on here? 6th of March. So coming up, I like the news article rather than the looking at it in the candidate's screen. I may have missed it. Frankie Bishop injury it was a tight calf. He's absolutely fine. You've handed Southend the league. We have handed Southend the league. Yes, this is true. Should we see who's what jobs are available in League One as well? That might be an idea. Sasu on verge of history. How many goals has he got now? He's got 22. He's taking his time getting that record, isn't he? He might not get it. 22nd of March. We should be getting youth intake around this time, surely, right? Maybe we haven't had it. Maybe it's in April. Maybe it's in April for us here. I thought it was mid-March, or at least end of March. Southend have won the league, by the way. That is confirmed. We haven't had it yet, I don't think. Youth intake is... Where am I going? We haven't had it yet. It's in April. It'll be later this day. It's in April. It's not even... we haven't had it yet. That's okay. We're going to go... I'm just going to go to the next game. We're going to watch the next game. Because it's the FA Trophy semi-final with Yeovil. So I feel like that's a thing to do. Lamine Yamal has won the next gen. I imagine Frankie Bishop's somewhere pretty high up, though, in that, right? Imagine he was. He definitely isn't, because his potential ability is surely not that high. Best wonder kids in the world. Norwegian Courtois. That's fun. Who is the Norwegian Courtois? Is it you? Hoyenhall. Max Dowman's in there. Look at Luton for some reason. What's Frankie's value? That's a good question. Frankie's value is 6 to 9 million. And actually, he's played 9. Oh, okay. Do you know what? Actually, since Frankie's come back, he's had 7 starts. 2 off the bench and scored twice. So he is playing, I think, more games now since being back on loan. Who's contracted? Oh, my word. We might need to do some contract stuff because all of the lads' contracts are expiring. Even if we leave, which we don't know if we're going to leave, do we need to offer some of these guys a new contract? Hendrick says not good enough, but I kind of want to give him one because he's our boy. Roster's leaving anyway. Lemeka, I think, can go. Larry Maguire needs a new contract, doesn't he? We got scammed. I guess so, but also values just go up, don't they? I say wait until we go up. I'm going to give Larry Maguire... Oh, my word. I don't want to give you that much, mate. I'm going to offer him it. I think, yeah, let's wait and see if we go up. It's only really him that I care about on that list anyway. Because he's one of our lads, isn't he? You might have to do some actual DOF work, yeah. Right. Oh, youth candidates are in. Youth candidates are in. We have got our youth intake. Boom. It's good. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. We've got a Northern Irishman called Brian Duff. Look, Kane Durham is okay. Colin Byrne looks pretty good. Brian Duff apparently leads the way. I saw a news article here. It says, Duff leads the way. Okay, that was just in the game, maybe. Charlie George is a fantastic throwback name. Jamal Aheen, Brian Duff, Niall Walker, James Richardson. Interesting. Charlie Chaplow McQuaid. That is the most Tory name I've ever heard. Where were you born, Charlie Chaplow McQuaid? Lancaster. What? Ridiculous. We've got a German, Samuel Hansen, Adam Higgins, Stuart Stevenson, Dale Matthijssen, David Souza, Portugal, Roy Browder, Charlie Chaplow McQuaid. He loves Waitrose, doesn't he, Charlie? Absolutely. Tobias, yeah, it's probably a name in the game, that Hoy and Hall one. I've noticed the name as well. Wish I could watch Man United. Oh, yeah, I've read that one already. He's part of the Taste Club. Yeah, he might be part of the Taste Club. This is true. Right, I think we should sign all of them anyway. Let's have a look at how good they are. Left midfielder. Don't think you're a new Frankie Bishop, but you look all right. Fortnum and Mason, yeah, basically. Charlie George. Charlie George has got, like, Charlie George and Jamal Aheen are both pretty good for the first team already, look. Yeah, exactly, Shagamalaga. You don't really, do you? But you look how good they are as well. He looks relatively solid, actually, for 15. Bit more pace, etc. would be good. Jamal Aheen is a natural attacking midfielder. When are we naming the academy to La Bishop? Lamazia La Bishop. Well, he's left, so maybe not anymore. Brian Duff, 6'3". I like that. That's good. He looks okay. And then Colin Byrne apparently looks like the best player here. Left winger, casual. I don't think he's quite Frankie Bishop, is he? Frankie Bishop was great. I miss him. Even though he's still here, I miss him. Okay, how good is Charlie Chaplow McQuaid? Not actually terrible, I don't think. I don't think there's anyone that really jumps out as being mega there, right? But I think we will sign all of them anyway. We can have a look and see, evaluate them. So, sign recommended players. Absolutely fine. The Portuguese lad didn't get in, but Charlie Chaplow McQuaid did. I think that's okay. Let's do that. Any League One jobs about? That is a great question. Jobs, we have got no League One jobs available right now, but Bradford are insecure. Wigan are stable in 8th. They win a game, they lose a game. They win a game, they lose a game, they lose a game, etc. Are we retiring Frankie's shirt like Birmingham did with Jude Bellingham? That's quite fun, but we've given him the number 7, so it doesn't really work, does it? I quite like that, though. If that Bradford job does become available, if Danny Rowell gets sacked, that is one that I'd consider going for, by the way. Slavan Bilic is at Gillingham. Yes, he is. Yep. I love it when I like where the managers end up. It's brilliant, isn't it? Jonathan Woodgate at Port Vale. John O'Shea's at Stevenage. Look, just Rafa Benitez is Denmark manager. Everyone, can you see who they have? Bradford, yeah. Bradford star player is no. Is that no name or is that just? Is that a Bradford star player is no name. It's like it's written for us. They've literally got a no-name. Why are there so many of these no-names about, by the way? I guess we're just going to have to name them whenever we get to them. He's actually doing well. He's just number 11. Is this the Liverpool one? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. He's got 12 under-21 caps for for Scotland. He's good. It might be broken. DB broken. I think it is. Who knows? I think it will make fun. We'll make it work. It'll be all right. We can always rename them when we get to them, can't we? I think they're ghosts. In this universe, chat, anyone who has no name is actually a ghost. This is the narrative we're buying into. This is the lore of the save. They don't have names because they actually don't exist. Everyone sort of knows that this is happening, but they can't quite prove it in this world. So people are signing them and using them, but they are actually ghosts, okay? They met watching man. I mean, to be fair, we've got this guy, like, who's rocking about turning up to games. Is it any surprise that there are actually ghosts about? This man here is basically our scout. Like, when when Watching Man turns up, people turn into ghosts. All right? That's just what happens here. Right, anyway, Watching Man, sorry to bring you back from the Maldives. Could you go, off you go again. What's that? You're going to, oh, you're not going to the Maldives. Fair enough. Right, let's now go to watch this Yeovil game. And then I suppose we can try and get ourselves, we can do the playoffs today, can't we? The Soul Catcher. Exactly, yeah, 73 years old. A full Scotland 11 of no names. There might be, yeah. Right, we are going to, in fact, sorry, right, I know I sent you back on holiday, Watching Man, but I actually need you back again now. I need you to come to Manchester, please. Or is it Yeovil? I'm not sure. We have got a game, though, which I need you to attend. It is away to Yeovil. So, sorry, I've taken you to Manchester quickly there as well, haven't I? But no, down south, off you go. Right, we're going to go on holiday for a day. Let's see how we do. Semi-final, we'll have, if we win this, we get ourselves a final to go to in today's stream as well. Yeah, stopped him at the airport a few times, you know. You want me to fly back from the Maldives just to berate me for the way I look? Yes. Yeah. That's what happened there. Entices Clayts to consider moving to Bradford. I mean, signing Chaplin is worth a YouTube video title. He looks like a walking migraine. He does, yeah. Right, here we go. Away at Yeovil. Let's see, does Frankie make the team? This is the Yeovil team. All of them have names. None of them are ghosts, as far as we can tell. Watching Man serial killer lore. Yeah, that's part of the save now. Watching Man is like a serial killer. He kills people. They turn into ghosts. They don't have names, all right? This happens. Right, I didn't see if Frankie was in or not. Did he? How you doing, Jaylins? Frankie does not play. Carl and Grant on the left. Sasu through the middle up front. He's really rotating that front three in the way they play, it seems, isn't he? That's really cold, but quite delicious still. Right, 4 minutes, we have a highlight. I'd like to win this. I think, Ollie, was it you earlier who said, can you win the FA trophy? Somebody did. And it looks like we might have a real chance of it now. Do you have a DOF save suggestion with a poor PC that can't take a lot of leagues? You can always like add and remove leagues as you get to them, Jaylins. Just wherever you choose, just like just load that league, and then if you get promoted, like unload the league below type of thing. If you say his name again, he turns up. Sasu's in! Oh my word, why is he taking that so early? Takes it first time for you're in on goal. You didn't need to do that. Frankie on the bench again. There he is. Chiwome on the bench as well is a big shout, isn't it? Right, not a lot happening in this game. 25 minutes in, we've had 3 shots. Here we go. Yeovil on the attack. Really is the end of the fairy tale. Maybe, but we make our own stories. That's going to be... Oh, he's headed it over. We can always sign him. The thing is, he's really expensive now. We might be able to loan him. Say we got a job in League One. There is a chance that we could loan him from West Brom, isn't there? And then maybe sign him permanently afterwards. I feel like we can keep Frankie Bishop involved in the save. If not, we're going to have to follow him from afar. Like, can't believe the board just sold him. That might need to be the title now. But like all of the time, the song. Are we ever going to hear his song again? Is there an FA trophy winning goal for him to score where we can hear his song and see him celebrate for one more time? Maybe he scores in this game off the bench. Right now, though, it is the end of the fairy tale, isn't it? You're right. Here come Yeovil again. It's a good interception from Lusala. Sasu has lost it, has got it back again. Sasu's in on goal. Can he score? No, saved. We on key highlights? Yep. Yeovil is who I'm doing a journeyman with. I'm in the process of buying Frankie. Like it. Like it. Have you got the save file? Is that what you're doing? By the way, if you do want to go and create your own Frankie Bishop story, the day one save file is on the Patreon. If you wanted to go and play this save, I put the kits on there and some other bits and pieces as well. Sassy's having a stinker, sadly. He kind of is, isn't he? He's getting chances though. That could be a goal. No, keeper's got it. Yeah, if he gets the winner for the trophy, it'd be a great fairy tale ending. It'd be lovely. I kind of want him to get at least a goal before he goes. We haven't seen him score a goal live for ages. I don't even know. How many did we actually see? Not many. Ishmael, you going to hit it? He's hit it right-footed over. Good modding. Thank you, Kakota. Good work. He looks like a walking migraine about watching, man. It's so true. Right. Any subs? Is he on? No. You've got to get him on. Juan, look. Neil Diamond. I mean, Jack Diamond is playing terribly. 6.3. Chiwome's on for Sasu. Sasu hooked at half time for Chiwome. Diamond somehow is still on the pitch. Yeah, the team's playing all right. Like we've had the highlights, haven't we? Even if we haven't had the stats. Still no Frankie though. Carlin Grant takes a free kick. Nat Phillips headed down. What a weird... Is that a highlight? We've done a sub at right back. Sobawale's on. At left back, sorry. Diamonds live forever. Pressure. What pressure? Does one really dislike Frankie that much? It seems like it. He's not... Oh, he's on. Frankie Bishop on the ball. Here we go. Can Frankie cross it in to open the deadlock? Chiwome doesn't win it. Really felt like he should be winning that at 6'6", but still. Frankie is on. Carlin Grant looks offside. Chiwome's going to score. There is no flag. And apparently Chiwome was onside. Or Grant was onside, whoever it was. We're 1-0 up. We've taken the lead. There is a chance that we're going to get to the final here. Frankie is involved-ish. He gives the ball to Dixon Bonner, who gives the ball to Carlin Grant. Chiwome's onside. We have the lead with 15 to play. I'm going to say it. Frankie Bishop. It's all about Frankie Bishop, that. As Ollie says, all Frankie, that. Fer Lopez. Into Phillips. Into Chiwome. Into Nat Phillips. Frankie Bishop has scored! He's only gone and done it, chat. He's only gone and done it. What does that? That wasn't it. Frankie. Play the song. Oh, what's that? Have this. I don't know if this is the full amount of song. It might be. We've the game's nearly finished, by the way. After that, why is it snowing? Why is it not? We cannot replace him. I pressed about 14 wrong buttons before that works. Then it's because he doesn't score that often. Look. We've won 2-0. Frankie Bishop scores. Nat Phillips assists. We're going to the final for the FA Trophy. I assume it's at Wembley. Okay, Sarah. What will be will be. Frankie is going to Wembley. Always an F comer. Exactly. What beautiful scenes. Not panicked at all. Beautiful. It looks like we need a Candle in the Wind type song for him now. I mean, maybe. Like a goodbye song, maybe. Is it Southend in the final? Wow. So the team that's won the league in the final. Right. You can go back on holiday. Watch him. No, I said go on holiday, watch him, man. Thank you. We are Sasu injured 2-3 days. We book our Wembley place. We will play Southend in the final. Goodbye, Frankie. I know Pav's already doing it. He's making his goodbye, Frankie song. By the way, YouTube chat, you need to like the stream. Sorry, I was a bit angry there. Could you please like the stream? It really helps. Thank you very much. There's 313 viewers right now, 85 likes. You could do better, please. Thank you very much. Cheers. Love you. Straight to the Wembley holiday to Wembley. No, we need to do playoffs as well. 4 games to go. Chat, do I go straight through now till the end of the season? We're pretty much confirmed to be in the playoffs, right? I feel like we can go until after Accrington Stanley, which is the final game. We have playoffs soon. Do we go after the final game or to the final game? Let's go to it, and we can always see if we can go quite quickly past it. Goodbye, my friend to Spice Girls will be the vibe. Exactly. Yes. Perfect. Right. 18th of April? 18th of May. Is it April or May? April. Okay. We're very close to the end. This shouldn't take long at all. Day after. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go day after. Let's go find out where we finished. Let's do it. Isn't second auto promotion? No, it's not. It's not. I'll do it because you threatened me. Thank you, TBM. It worked because you went from YouTube. You went from 85 likes to 106. So you know it works. Threatening you basically to like the stream. I'll do it again. Like the stream, or Or I'll release Nat Phillips. All right. Actually, that won't work because basically you're going to call me on it because it's content, isn't it? It's not going to work. But please like the stream. Appreciate it. Thanks. Cheers. Release Watching Man. I don't think that... How? What? Resign him, maybe. Yeah, like the stream or I'll twerk for Wigan. Yeah, I can't really say or Bishop leaves as he's going to leave anyway, isn't he? Right. Thank you for the reminder of Youth Intake Day. After Youth Intake. Brilliant. That works. Okay. We have finished second in the league. We've got 90 points. One's had a really good season. 90 points. Aaron Sassu got 23 goals. I don't think he broke the record, did he? He ended up bottling that. He's injured again. Oh, my word. He's broke his foot. We're going to have no Sassu. That might mean Bishop plays, by the way. That actually might end up being good for the narrative. He's got 23 goals and 42. This one, by the way, was a... Board members voted for the new striker. You voted for Aaron Sassu, and I'm going to say it. You made a good choice. He's done pretty well. And he's only young still. What date does League One end? That's a good question. Because if they don't make it, the job might become available, mightn't it? That is true. Drop the primer. Watching Man stands at the end of your bed every night. Yeah, if you don't subscribe right now, chat, Watching Man is going to haunt your dreams. Listen, I don't make the rules here. All right, I'm just saying it. You either... If you're on Twitch, you need to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, you can just do a like. It's much easier for you. Or do a... I don't know what you even do on YouTube. Can you become a member? Can you do super chats? All right. These are the rules. All right. Right. We have... How did those results go? We've won all of them except for Boston. We've got the playoff semi-final in 6-7 days. We play the winner of Solihull or York. And then we've got the FA Trophy final after that. We might have a playoff final as well before that, probably, right? So, how has, with Sassu injured, has Frankie been playing? That's a question. And then we'll have a look at the potential jobs as well. Not really. He's played 9 games. 9 starts, 6 sub-appearances, 3 goals. So he's not really been playing either. Sassu scored the winner in the last 2. Yeah, and now he's injured. He scored in his last 3 and now he's injured. That's, is that worrying? Maybe. Oh, look. So me scored off the bench. Probably a header, I'm going to say there. One twerk for 100 likes. No. Right, anyway. We are going to quickly have a look at jobs. Are Wigan now available? Wigan are insecure. There's a line we could say here, isn't there? Should I start twerking for Wigan a bit? Wigan's job is insecure. That's probably because they're not going to make the playoffs. They've got 2 games to go and they're not getting in the playoffs. That probably makes that job available. Bradford are 16th. I mean, Bolton. I mean, if they don't go up, Bolton, Derby, QPR, even Barnsley maybe might be available. Whoever doesn't. The league ends in the 25th. So after our next game, we'll have 1 game and then that'll be when the league ends, loads will be available. So we've got like a week. Let's go to our next game, which is the 26th, the playoffs. We're going to go to that and then let's go and see if we can go up. If we go up, do we stay? If we don't go up, do we definitely leave? If we go up, can we still leave? This is going to have to be a vote, isn't it? We're going to have to do a vote. Or if we decide in the chat today what the decision is, the new club could be a vote or something. I'm not sure. Let's try and work. Let's see what happens first and then make a bit of a thing. I really want to involve you guys with the voting and things in between streams. So let's try and work out where's a good place to leave it. Do we choose a club? Do you vote on targets or what? You'll be stuck. Yeah, I think we might. I don't know. If we go up, I don't know. I'll have to take the babe for a walk. Good luck in the playoffs. Goodbye, fellow F-comers. Enjoy, James. We'll catch you soon. Is the play to snipe the highest place underperforming team? Yeah, kind of, maybe. Not really sure, to be honest. I'm very conflicted. J-Post, Frankie's gone to West Brom. So, yeah, we're not going there. Are they going up, by the way? Is Frankie going to the Prem? Still second. They actually might be. They are promoted. West Brom promoted. Frankie's a Premier League player as of next year. That's terrifying. That might, I don't know, his value's going to go through the roof as well. It might make him loanable still. Chadwick singles out. I love this game. FC United of Manchester favourite Dave Chadwick has singled out left back as the most influential York City player for the forthcoming game. He doesn't have a name. Why are there so many players without names? What a ridiculous broken game. Right. Let's go on holiday for a day. I need you, watching man. Come home. Watching man needs to go to the games. FC United of. What do you mean you can't find them now? That's ridiculous. You need to go to both of these games and then obviously the other game as well. It's not a bug report. It's something in the database that we've done to make this that's broken it somewhere. I don't really know. It's a weird bug though, isn't it? Right. Is he on loan from Liverpool? It seems to be all of the Liverpool youth players, Ollie. Doesn't it? Because it was Liverpool and Arsenal youth players that none of them had names. I don't know how or why that would be a thing, but that seems to be a common theme. Right, Watch Your Man's back. We will now need to go on holiday with our boy. Bug so good it became a feature. Exactly, yeah. Salford Seamen released their goodbye song. Did they? The Salford Seamen released their goodbye song for. We'll see the stream out to it and say goodbye to Frankie then. I think. Like it. Good to know. Right, we are gonna have to go on holiday for this one. We will go on holiday for a day. Playoffs, chat. This is massive, huge. Playoff semi-final against York City. Juan Mata has selected the following team. It is Frankie Bishop starts. Huge news. It's Carlin Grantley in the line. Jack Diamond to the left. Frankie Bishop starts on the right-hand side. This is ginormous for us. Massive. One leg straight shootout. Is it only one leg? Leone is the oracle of Vanarama National League, or whatever it's called these days, Enterprise. It is only one leg. A shootout for the final at Wembley. We're on the attack early. So we get the home leg as well by finishing second. That's fun. Diamond to the left, Finn Bishop to the right. Who's in the middle? Carlin Grant's in the middle. Here he is. Diamond. Oh, it's the bar. Bishop goes down. Ref. Has to be a pen. Surely it wasn't. Bishop had the chance, but he was tackled. What a last-ditch tackle that was. Our midfield, by the way, Fair Lopez, Hendrick and Rossiter. Sobowali starts at left-back, which is interesting. Maguire, Phillips, Lusala, and then McCullen in goals. Or in goal. Stuck in the middle with you. Kyle and Grant stuck in the middle with me. Bishop, Frankie Bishop is up against. Look, their left-back just doesn't have a name. Like, why does it put a little dash? I suppose the dash is there for everyone. We just got I can't even click anything. Look, there's nothing there. I can click on this part like this, but when I go to his name, there's nothing there. Yeah, Bishop on the right could play well against. He could. Not a lot happening, but we have had the better of the game so far. We've got another attack. Carlin Grant on corners towards Fair Lopez. Keeper punches. Jordan Rossiter is cleared. Dermy Lusala picks it up. Bishop on the right-hand side wins his header. Hendrick back to Bishop. Jordan Rossiter. Bishop's in behind. Can he cross it? Carlin Grant has headed it over. He put it on a plate for him. Dandino. Thank you for the tier 1. What a terrible miss that is. What a terrible miss that is. Oh my word, it's awful. It's dreadful. It's 0-0 at half time. They've taken him off. They've taken off. They're absolutely knackered, yeah. Why? They are knackered, their team. Why is that? They've taken their left back off and brought on John. We've made no subs as of yet. We are dominating, though. They've not had a shot on target yet. They've not. It's an hour gone. They've had now 2 shots, 1 on target. No changes from Juan Mata yet. He's sticking with what he knows. He's changing roles. Look, Jeff Hendrick's gone into a Metzala now. The semi was a few days before. So, yeah, the quarter then. Yeah, they played a couple of... they must be playing... Yeah, the games come quick and fast. Another victim of watching man strikes again. Yeah, we've got 10 to play. We've still got... Did he make any? He's made a sub in midfield. Dixon Bonner is on for Jeff Hendrick. That's the only sub he's made. We've had no highlights in the second half. Another victim of watching man. Yeah, they've got a chance with 9 to play. It's a corner. Oh, God, this is terrifying. We've been done by a near post corner. It's a snatch and grab from York City. There are 10 minutes to play to save our playoff campaign, our season, to save our season. Juan Mata, has he stood still a bit too much in this game? Just the one save. Has he forced it enough? There's 5 to play in a highlight. We need a Frankie Bishop moment. We need Aaron Sasu, but he's not on the pitch. Do we need Leon Chiwome? Where is he? Lusala picks it up. Bishop is onside into Carlin Grant, who does score this time. And we are back level. They've bounced back. Don't worry about it, chat. Don't worry about it. This team doesn't give in. Frankie Bishop assist. And we're level. I thought he might be offside, but he's on. Never question Juan Mata, all right? Mata back in. Frankie picks it up. Beautiful ball across. Carlin Grant doesn't miss it this time. And now it's 1-1 with 5 to play. Oh, my word. Frankie will win the Prem one day. I feel like he will. He has moments. He's one of those players that has moments. All right? We're going to extra time. And they're knackered. There's Juan Mata. They're knackered. Right, he's a big game player. He is. He's up to a 7.6 now. Now, surely, with how knackered they are, we can take advantage. Maybe a few changes. We've got O'Kane's come on. Taylor O'Kane's on. Frankie Bishop has been taken off. What are you doing? What are you doing, Juan? He's left Carlin Grant on. He brought Tyler Winters on. Why is Tyler Winters on the pitch now? He's brought him on. He's taken... What are you doing? I mean, it might be a master stroke. Here he is. He's taken Frankie Bishop off and brought on Tyler Winters up front. He's left Carlin Grant on a 6.3 on the pitch. Is it a master stroke? I don't know. Carlin Grant's in behind. Carlin Grant scored. It's 2-1. We've got the lead. Why was Carlin Grant on a 6.3 even though he scored a goal? Is it a master stroke? I don't know. He's not really involved, but trust in Juan. Fair Lopez's ball. Carlin Grant has scored. We lead 2-1 as we are into half time. We are at this point going to the playoff final. From staring down a disastrous end to the season on 82, we're now 5 minutes away from Wembley. We've got 2 trips to Wembley to come after this. And Juan Mata is just seeing these comers home. Look at him. Tyler Winters can't be that tall. I don't know why he's playing as a target forward. I don't know what's going on. The F comers are going to Wembley, everybody. Tyler Winters is 5'9", playing as a target forward. You can't quit. Sometimes you just have to say it's genius. I have no idea what's going on with Juan Mata's brain there, but it's worked. We're off to Wembley twice. What do you think of that, lads? What do you think of that, lads? Grant has scored twice there. Making sure the F-comers finish strong. Yep, see what we've done there. We play Halifax Town in 4 days' time at Wembley. More wonderful FM drama. Exactly. 4 days' time we play Halifax, then we play Southend in the next 2 games, both at Wembley Stadium. We might as well stay in London, right? It's 8 days between the two. Sometimes he's too competitive, you know, maybe. Our new home event, yeah. At, what do we call it? Broadhurst Park South. I didn't just have to check the name of our stadium. No. Don't question the process. I think you're right, Marek. I think you're right. Don't question the process. Just trust the process. Let's go to our next game. I need to go to Watching Man. Oh, my word. I'm losing my voice. Watching Man needs to go and make sure he attends Wembley. Not accidentally pop off to... keep him actually not on holiday. Keep him so he doesn't accidentally go off to Mauritius. Or the Maldives. Apparently he's got a new destination, which is Mauritius now. This is very Fylde playing at Wembley twice. Unlike Fylde, win both and not just the trophy. We will try our best. We will try our absolute best. Halifax first then, to see if we can get promoted. Oh, actually, we've had the end of the season, haven't we? What has gone on with Wigan specifically? Stockport job is available. Leyton Orient is available. Wigan is insecure. They've not got promoted. But have they... They haven't done the playoffs yet, have they? So maybe it's when the playoffs get confirmed. There might be more jobs there. I don't want Leyton Orient or Stockport, I don't think. Orient could be fun. Stockport's a decent... Stockport does make sense because it's nearby. Like, there is that angle. I don't know. It doesn't quite have the glamour that I want. Who are you managing? Stockport. Who are you managing? Wigan. You'd be like, oh, you twerked for that, did you? And I'll be like, yeah. Sleeping Giants only, maybe. I don't know. I have a vibe. Sometimes, if you've watched the streams for long enough, you'll know that sometimes it's just... there is no real logic to it. It's just mainly done on vibes. I think Wigan is kind of what we've got our... I don't know if our heart's set on it, but I am tempted by it. So I saw Wigan. Yeah, Wigan are down in 10th. You'd think that that would see them sack the manager, right? Twerk for that, did you? Damn right to twerk for the ticks. Right, big match at Wembley. Here we go. Not just yet, but soon. Soon. One matter. Can you do it again? Have you got one more in us? Look, Frankie Bishop with a 9.25 in training. That's what we like to see. Can I vote for Aaron Sassu, please? I know I can't, but Jack Diamond got into the in the votes for player of the season as well. That's cool. As a late signing. Oh, Wigan in search of manager. Wigan are in search of a manager. Watching Man has just been briefed that. We didn't get told that. Okay. Do I apply? I feel like we do, right? But what if we get promoted? I think it's a big enough jump anyway. Wait until after the playoff final before applying. Do you think so? Apply if we lose the Halifax game? Yes, go for it. What if it's gone by then though? Still a league jump to a much bigger club. Absolutely. Applying only. I think we apply first, and then we can make a decision whether we actually go based on the playoffs. Because I think we might not get the job anyway. They are too big for League One. I think we should apply anyway. We can always say at the end of the season, right? The final is today, exactly. But we won't. But we won't get an interview straight away anyway till after today, right? So I think we can apply. I'm going to apply. I know it might. What's the argument that we might upset people? I don't think so. The final's today. I think we should do that. Also, Sam Tickling goal, was it? Right. We are going on holiday for a day. We can always delay it twice. That's true. That is true, can't we? You might get the sack for applying like I did once. I don't think that happens all that often. At least I hope not. Why have I got... There we go. Playoff final. Quick predictions, go. We have got Halifax Town at Wembley. It's absolutely packed in there. Actually, our fans have turned up well, to be fair. Halifax Town fans didn't fancy it, look, apparently. We are going to be playing... Is Frankie Bishop starting is the big question here. They have got a full set of lads, all with names, which is interesting. Frankie Bishop starts. Carlin Grant, Diamond, Bishop, same as last time. Dixon Bonner, Hendrick, Rossiter, Ishmael. You've got James Flynn starting at centre-back alongside Nat Phillips. McCullen in goal. Frankie Bishop starts. That is the big news here. James Flynn at centre-back is an interesting one. Dixon Bonner, Hendrick, Rossiter is not a young midfielder. Dixon Bonner is, but the others not so much. We are underway. Halifax have had the better of the opening 10 minutes with 3 shots. They've also dominated the possession as well. This is the playoff final. This is playoff final, not the FA Trophy. That is afterwards. No Winters in the squad. This is true. We have our first highlight. Dermy Lasala into Jordan Rossiter. As we... Come on, Frankie, go and do us a madness. Rossiter. Bit of patient play. Into Carlin Grant in the channel, but cut out. It's a risky pass forward, that one. Can Carlin Grant win the ball back here? No. Come on, the comers. Exactly, Luclo. You get it. You get it. I don't like this from Halifax on the attack. Gardner out wide. Down the left-hand side. In towards Ola Adebomi, who scores. Ola Adebomi was one of our striker options at the start of the season. You didn't vote for him. You voted for Aaron Sassu. Sassu misses the final injured. And Adebomi has given them the lead. We trail at Wembley. It's a great cross and header, isn't it? Ola Adabomi with a towering header. This guy was one of our options out of the 3. You didn't choose him, and now he's come back to bite us in the final of the playoffs. They've now got a free kick as well. Oh, my word. The narrative doesn't end, so it's your fault, yeah. Hottie with a free kick. Oh, good save, McCullen. It's a storyline to make you weep. FM never disappoints with storylines. It just doesn't. It's what it does. Devine. Is that Reece Devine as well, the left back that we looked at signing too? I think it is. James Flynn heads away. We've got work to do here. Juan Mata doesn't do things the easy way anyway, but we trail. We've got a lot of work to do. You can't sack me. I'm the director of football. All right? Put me on gardening leave, sure. I like gardening, so... McCullen. Matter out. Okay, I love it. We definitely don't overreact, do we, when we start trailing in games, or when we're looking like we might not win. We don't overreact immediately and start saying matter out straight away. And then whenever we equalise, we're like matter in. That doesn't happen. Dixon Bonner well wide. Matter leaves us hanging at the edge of our seats. He really does, doesn't he? Gardening leave, but instead of gardening, you become the groundsman. Yeah, they probably do need someone to do that, don't they? All right, Nat Phillips free kick. We've had a couple of highlights since. Yeah, we take the balance view, of course. I think the Wigan move is a good one, but the real question is, do you take Matter with you? That is a massive question. That could be the vote we do, couldn't it? Carlin Grant for an equaliser. It's 1-1 at Wembley, baby. I don't know why I've said baby like that. With 1-1 at Wembley, though. Carlin Grant has done it again. Do not write Matter off. This is what we do. James Flynn with the ball forward. Dixon Bonner runs onto it. Is he onside? Oh, it's very close. It's a lovely turn and finish, though. Carlin Grant scores at Wembley. That's a late signing. The director of football bringing in the late signing who scores the winner. 2 goals in the semi. And now the equaliser in the final is literally the difference at this stage, isn't it? Whether we get promoted or not. Here come Halifax, though. Keeper punches. Back out. It's going to go in. It's Adabomi again. Oh, my word. The narrative continues. Ola Adabomi has made it 2-1 to Halifax. The player that, again, I say it, the player that we chose not to side has scored twice at Wembley against us. Keeper's not covered himself in glory there. 2-1 Halifax. Bit of terrible defending. Did we sign the wrong striker? Because Aaron Sassu scored quite a few goals, hasn't he? But he's not here when we need him. Frankie Bishop's only on 6.4 as well. Yeah, Frankie, how will you react? What's he got for us? Jenkins. Hottie. Brown. Jenkins. Halifax are playing some beautiful stuff in front of their 15 fans here. Spraying it about the pitch. Smith. Not the hat-trick. He scored a hat-trick. He scored a hat-trick. Right, I'm pausing it. Look. This is what I'm talking about. This here is what I'm talking about. If you go to DOF to Glory and scroll up, you guys had the vote. You had the choice all the way back in... Not there. Where was the votes for the strikers? All the way back here. Adamola Ola Adabomi, formerly Morecambe Palace 22, was a free transfer option to sign in the summer. You went for Aaron Sassu. Aaron Sassu scored a load of goals, but look who's here on a free. Did you vote for him? No, you bloody didn't, did you? You voted for Ola. He actually got 26 votes, but no, I can tell you who voted for him. If your name... Can I actually see this list of names? All of you guys... I'm on streamer mode, so you can't actually see. All of you guys, you got it right. I don't know. You can't even really say that, can you? But I love the fact that he's like his name's popped up and now he's come back to do this. Like he's actually coming back to bite us. I still think we made the right choice, right? I think we still... Like, Aaron Sassu's been so important for us. Probably our player of the season. But right now, we are trading 3-1 at Wembley. Down with the DOF. No. Listen, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying. The narrative. The fans don't sign the players. It was all down to you. It's yeah, probably true. Fair Lopez is on. Right, big second half. Anyway, I'm not writing Matter off here. It might not matter. Because that's what Juan Matter does. Carlin Grant's going to not win that header. We don't get to the final without Sassu. We don't get into the playoffs maybe without Sassu. Right? He scored the winner in the last... He scored 3 in a row before he got injured. It's just an unfortunate injury. If he's here, maybe he scores a hat-trick. These are the things with football. I love the juicy narrative of it all, though. It's good, isn't it? Why was Fair Lopez on the bench? I actually don't know why he didn't start Fair Lopez. It's an interesting choice. Here's Frankie Bishop. Has he got some magic to get us back into this game? If he can find a good cross here, it might just happen. He's going to get it in. It's a great cross. Rossiter, what an assist. Game on. 3-2. Frankie Bishop. That is beautiful play. Jordan Rossiter makes it 3-2. Look at this for play. You think he's going to pass it when he stops here, but he actually does. He does find the cross look. It's a great ball in as well. 3-2. This is game on. Play the tune. No, only for goals. But that should take him up to a lovely not 6.3 anymore. Or maybe it won't. Yeah, he's up to a 7.4 now, look. Just hasn't updated on here. Can that mean... Does that mean he can make something actually happen here? Diamond stinker. Yeah, Diamond on a 6.4. Got to get him off. We've got players. Where's Chiwome? Has Chiwome gone... I'll tell you what. Has Chiwome been recalled and we've not seen it? Fair Lopez. Oh, he's at the bar. Frankie Bishop header. It's away. Is Chiwome still at the club? Because the season... No, we would still be here, right? Because the season's technically ended. Is he on the bench? He's not on the bench. We have no strikers on the bench. Aaron Doherty, the youngster, Doherty, is our bench option. I've got a slight suspicion that Chiwome might be back at Wolves. No, he's still here. He's injured as well. He's injured as well. So, do you know what? We've got quite unlucky with injuries, haven't we? He's not been recalled. No, I don't think they can recall him outside the window. And he was definitely here after Jan. He's injured is the answer, isn't it? Put me up front, yeah. Right, here we go. 15 to play. Can we get the equaliser? Larry Maguire. Pen ref! It's a penalty! Oh, my God. Chat. Do we put Frankie on this? Or do we just allow... Do we put Frankie on this? We kind of need to score this. You can, you can't. We aren't... I can't. Anyway, I have no control. Okay, do you know what? Forget what I said. I'm so relieved. That's such a lovely bit of relief there. I'm like, actually, it's not up to me. I can't interfere. I literally can't do it. Who's taking the penalty? It's going to be Carlin Grant. To make it 3-3. Scores! We've scored. We're back at 3-3. It's game back up from 3-1 down to 3-3. Hello, Mr. Marinakis. I'm not Mr. Marinakis. No. Carlin Grant has made it 3-3 with 15 to play, and up step Frankie Bishop to find the moment. That's what I'm seeing right now, surely. Tell you what, you could do Fair Lopez wide here, Juan, and bring on Jeff Hendrick. No, bring on... He actually can't. He's gone off, has he? We've really got options. Corner to Halifax with 7 to play. You've got... Okay, Ola Adeyemi. There's a break on here. Carlin Grant's got this. Someone needs to get forward with him. Okay, he is so slow. He ran so slowly there. Did you see that? Everyone looks so knackered. In the rain at Wembley. Yeah, Larry Maguire won the pen, didn't he? He just like flopped like a sack of spuds. Bishop for the winner. Oh, wouldn't it be glorious? Glorious, sumptuous. Oh my word, Ola had the bomb. He was offside. It's okay, he was offside. Are we going to extra time again? There's 5 to play. Can either team find a winner here? Rain is a paid actor. Yeah, 4. We're into added time. There is a highlight. This is it. This is the moment. Can we win this ball back? We do. Larry Maguire wins the header. Jack Diamond into Larry Maguire with the captain's armband on him. In the absence of Jeff Hendrick. Dixon Bonner. Rossiter. Grant. He's in. Frankie Bishop for the winner. Frankie Bishop wins. Frankie Bishop wins the game in the playoff final. Could you even write it? I don't even think you could. Frankie Bishop with the winner. Come on! Frankie Bishop, playoff winner. He's onside. Carlin Grant finds him. This is football heritage. This is cinema. This is Frankie Bishop. FC United win the National League. We don't even get a trophy lift. Why do we get a trophy lift? That's so rude. That's so rude. What do you mean you don't get a trophy lift? Is that because we're only viewing it? We don't get to see it. It's a playoff. I suppose. They do in real life. Yeah, maybe that's why you won the playoff. That's true. But you do in real life get a trophy lift, don't you? So, not the league. Yeah, that's true. We have won promotion because Frankie Bishop has just scored a 90th minute winner. Actually, how does Football Manager do this, by the way? Like, are we actually being serious? Like, this is the biggest bit of scripting I've ever seen. From 3-1 down to a 93rd minute Frankie Bishop winner. You could see it coming as well, couldn't you? Like the move, the way it develops, you're like, you can actually see where it's going to go and how it's going to end up with Frankie scoring the goal. And then he does it. Oh my word, what a moment. What a moment. You and Frankie leaving together is the perfect ending. Is it the perfect ending? Because FC United will be a League 2 team next season. Have that, Adabommy. Yeah, exactly. Bishambul. Love that. I hate it so much that I love that. That is outrageous. Do we have to stay now? Do we have to? I tell you what I want to try and tee up, by the way, because I think that's a huge vote and something we can actually do. I'd love to tee up somehow the Wigan job, and then there's a vote between whether we stay or whether we go. And then the board decide what happens with that. And then if we decide to go, I suppose we start the next stream with a decision of the manager. And I'll prepare for the eventuality that we go and have 3 managers lined up as a choice or something. Maybe that's the way that we start it. I'm trying to work out like to involve you as much as possible. Does that kind of work? Like, humor me for a second. Does that work as like a way to do the next stream? Oh, yeah, we have to be offered the Wigan job, don't we? Adabommy got top goal scorer, by the way. I told you were wrong. No, I didn't tell you were wrong. Ola Adabommy scored 27 goals, as well as a hat-trick in the final of the playoffs. That's great. I did say right at the beginning that if it's left up to chat, you'll never leave a job ever. Yeah, that is true. Get too attached, yeah. Right. We do need to go and play a FA Trophy final. Juan Mata is up there, is a front runner for the award for Manager of the Year as well. We should go to Wigan. I think that's basically, I want to make it a proper vote though. If we was to get to the promotion specialist as Mata as the manager, well, Mata would probably be one of the options, wouldn't he? He'd have to be. He'd have to be. Are there any other jobs available just as like a backup? Wigan's who is favourite for the Wigan job? Sergei Yakirovich is the leading candidate, but only 11-4. So not a huge favourite. He's also leading candidate for Stockport and Leyton Orient. Who is he? He's a Bosnian manager who was manager at West Ham. Fair enough. You can only go to Wigan if you twerk for it. This is true. If Mata is an option, he will win. Maybe. But I think then that's yeah, that makes it easier to set up, to be fair. Watford in the Championship. Watford are in the Championship, about to stay up, actually. Maybe to stay up. I mean, I don't think we get that job. And also, they're not actually available yet, are they? I think that might be too high up the leagues, to be honest. How are you meant to play a trophy win when Frankie's been in Ibiza? Frankie is no way going to be fit to play this, is he? So one means just got a year extension by going up. Brilliant. No way is Frankie going to be available to play this game. His head is on Mars right now. Clayts just rigged the vote saying he'd twerk for Wigan. It would also make Village happy, and that's not very funny. That's true. I mean, maybe one day, but I think that's too big of a jump now. Scott Lindsay's done well for Mansfield, by the way. Has he actually? Fair enough. Fair enough. Extend Bishop. I can't. Well, we could in the summer, to be fair. When does his contract expire on the loan? End of June. So if we did choose to stay, there is an option of seeing if Frankie could join and stay on loan for another year. Is he loan listed at West Brom? Can you see that here? Frankie Bishop is not in their first team squad. He's not loan listed, but he is in their under 21s. I don't know if that makes... Oh, they relegated, were they? I took you at your word. They did not do well. They did the opposite of well. Lovely. Well done, Scott Lindsay. Sergey might outwork you for the job. He might. Yeah. That goal with the Frankie story is why FM is the greatest game ever. It really is, isn't it? So good. That was so good. I actually screamed with joy. It was so good. If someone's out on loan, they won't be listed. Oh, okay, yeah. So actually, he might be listed for loan afterwards. I just wonder if that'll mean that they'll accept the loan offer or not. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to go for the loan now in case we leave. But if we are going to stay, then we'd offer to loan him, right? When's the game? We got 3 days until Southend. Let's get this played anyway, and then we can actually see what happens with Wigan and kind of work out what happens with the stream. But even if we haven't had the results, maybe that's what I then get us up to a point, and then like you do your votes. Let's play this game and see where we're at, basically. We do a lot of this in these streams, don't we? Of like trying to, where can we make the adventure best? Like, where do we leave it so that then we've got like something to play for next time? How's the record against Southend? I don't know. How is the record against Southend? We've played them twice and lost twice. Bad. Does Mano knows? Yeah, it's bad. Cool. But you could like, I back Juan Mata to be able to make up for that. I can't actually believe that Frankie Bishop has just done this, by the way. What a story. How good is that? From 3-1 down as well, against the striker that we rejected at the start of the season, scores a hat-trick. Frankie Bishop scores the win on 93. Go on, Football Manager. Juan Mata comes second in Manager of the Year. Mark White third, but Dave Robertson at Southend has won Manager of the Year. That's a shame. 19k comers at Wembley. It's beautiful, isn't it? What for job is available? Apply for a punt. That is an option. I imagine we're nowhere near that, but do we apply anyway? Is it actually available? No. Oh no, it's because I've not got Championship on here, have I? What for job is available? Lee's job's there as well. Do I apply for it anyway, chat? Like, we probably don't get it, but do we even want a Championship job? Is that too high? I think it might be too high. I don't think I want to do that jump, even if we were to get it. Or do we? Nah, I think this is all right. Voting was rigged. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's too high. Let me just check League 2 as well, in case there's somebody going up from League 2. They won't have lost their job, will they? Fleetwood's available. Doesn't really take my fancy, though, anyway. Notts County is opposition to. Give what for job a punt? You have to sign Frankie if you move to another club. It's Football Heritage. I fully agree with you, Lee. That's why I'm not trying to extend his loan now, because if we move, I want to try and loan him for whatever club we go to. Right, we are just check. Watchman is attending this game. Yes, he is. That means Juan goes on holiday. I think we had some injuries, by the way. Sasu's injured. Sidibe's injured. Chiwome's still injured. I think Diamond had a slight issue. He might not play Jack Diamond here. And Notts County in the champ, really? That's interesting. Right, let's go. We are going on holiday. I don't know why that didn't work. There we go. FA Trophy final. We're back at Wembley. This feels like a bonus, if anything, doesn't it? This doesn't feel like... I'm like, we don't win this. This is a bonus. Twitch vote for leaving or stay, and then apply for 3 jobs you get offered and put those up for the vote. Maybe, Connor. Yeah, that's the other way of doing it, isn't it? Exactly. There's no way these guys aren't drunk. Bishop starts, Diamond starts, Fair Lopez, Hendrick, Rossiter in the midfield. Has to be the Discord vote. I think I agree. Staying or going has to be the vote. And then like if you're voting for going, you're kind of risking the jobs not being there. Like I can say we've been offered the Wigan job if we have or if we haven't, but I think that's the way we have to do it. How you doing, Ren? Right, injuries might cost us on this one. I've got a weird bit of hope. Underway, 15 minutes in. Frankie could do some magic, couldn't we? I think we should go. I think there's a lot of people who think we should go. I think there will be people who think we should stay as well. I think there might be people who haven't watched today who will think we should stay as well. I think there will. In fact, in the chat right now, just as go on, Frankie, go on, Grant. He's missed another sitter. In the chat right now, obviously this isn't the vote, and obviously people who write in the chat doesn't make up everybody. Just you can choose a word: stay or go. What do you? Where's the consensus at now? I'll look at both chats. Vote with. This isn't a vote. This is like a poll. It's like one of the opinion polls. See, there are stayers in there. Yeah, Carlin doesn't score. We're 1-0 down, by the way. I'd probably say there's more goers, but there are stayers in there. I am indifferent. Stay. This is where some people get really upset with these things. You can't really... this is actually... Be witness to this. Whatever you choose to do, there will be people who will want the other thing. And that means that if you're upset with the other one, you have to kind of accept it that, you know, people feel differently. This is witness to that, because I've done enough YouTube videos to know that people get very upset with these choices. Both is fine. I mean, both will be fine. Both will be great adventures. They sold Frank. Exactly. This board did sell Frankie. Frankie isn't going to be here most likely. Oh my word, what an effort that is. Interesting. The board can't be trusted, right? They might sell Nat Phillips next. FCOM DOF cannot satisfy everyone. It's very difficult to in life. That's a life lesson. You shouldn't be trying to, you know, keep everybody happy, because you can't. It's impossible. Now Frankie's gone, the story at FCOM is finished. I can't please everyone. Stay. Go. Do you know what? That's quite close. There was a lot of stays at the start. No, a lot of goes at the start. There's actually a lot of stays after that. Interestingly. Matter only does the bits when the matter what? What does that mean, does Maynard? I can't read that. The matter out. Okay. Narrative can be the DOF wasn't happy with Frankie being forced out the club. Exactly. There is a Nat Phillips equaliser at Wembley, by the way. Colin Grant corner. Big Nat Phillips has scored. We're back in the game. 1-1. Beautiful. You can create a poll on Google Forums or spin a wheel. We're going to do a poll in the Discord, Lee. Again, another reminder, if you're not in the Discord, make sure in the Discord, that is where we do polls. That is where I do updates of the save. In between streams during the week, there will always be updates in the Discord. Any votes or anything will be held in there. So there will be a board member vote, either on whether we stay or go, or which jobs we go for, etc. We'll see where we're at. But there will be some type of vote for the save in between streams. YouTube, I've put a link to the Discord in the chat. Twitch stream, there's already one in there. This week is a big one, yeah. This is why this save is fun, though, because you can, like, we're going through, like, there's constantly evolving the save, right? As we go 2-1 down here at Wembley. That's annoying. Matter should, I mean, yeah, that's the other question. That if we go, do we bring Matter with us, or does Matter stay at FC United and we see how he does? Like, there's loads to it, isn't there? Right, 2-1. It's a good finish. Errol Mundle-Smith's a great name, yeah, it is. Right, not doing great here, lads. Definitely being outplayed by Southend. Southend, they're the team that won the league, right? Like, by a lot of points. We got 90 points and they got 100 plus, so they're a good team, a good outfit, our Southend. They're playing well as well. They play a 4-4-2 and they do it well. Bishop's on a 7 though. That's good. Even though he wasn't involved in the goal, but he's one of our better players. Stay. The save is about the club and the players. We need to follow their narratives. It's not though, Reese, actually. The save isn't about the club or the players. The save is about us as the DOF and the club and the, like, it's not about the club. Definitely not. That's sort of like, that's been it from the start. Like, we've had the idea that we might move clubs for sure. Should weigh up the options and see what managers are available first if we leave and get a new job. Knowing this chat, the memories of Matter will probably be see him twerking for the Ticks. Probably Connor, yeah. But I think what I actually really like is when we've done the votes, people don't vote necessarily for, like, I think people vote quite seriously about things. We've lost the final, by the way. I expected that. Southend are really good. We put up a good fight. We don't win the final. No fairy tales here, but I think we'll take promotion over that anyway. And get into another final's decent. Well done, the lads. That is the end of the season. We now have big decisions to make about the save. Big, big decisions. Leluja's been talking smack about you. That's fine. It would be a bit strange for the DOF to really pull a trainer with you. Yeah, maybe. Although, is it? Maybe. I think you might appoint somebody that you know, maybe. I think there is. I'm not sure. Wigan feels like a huge move. Go for it. No Sassy or Trome injuries. Yeah, I think so. Right. Recommended jobs here. Watching Man actually gives us good updates about the jobs, doesn't he? Because he gets these emails, whereas we don't because we're in a job. Right. I don't want to go to the end of June because that's when... Here's the end of season review, by the way. We should look at this, shouldn't we? Do you leave us here and give us the news in the Discord? I think so. That might have to be the case. And then we do some type of update and leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger ready for next time. I think so. The save is about the Maldives tourism. Exactly. Dave knows. Right. Signing of the season. Aaron Sassu. Or at least player. Yeah, signing of the season's Aaron Sassu. He did get 27 goals in 44. We did miss him at the end though, didn't we? Next up, we have... That's where we finished. 12 points behind Southend, but we did get promoted, finishing second. Beautiful. I mean, match to remember is not this one. Match to remember was actually the final of the playoffs, but it hasn't come up with that, has it? If I watch this on stream, does it ruin the YouTube video? No, the YouTube video is a stream, Rubes. The YouTube video is just the stream, so no, you're all good. We won 6-1. Grant sold the most shirts. That's interesting. Frankie Bishop not in the most shirts sold. That's maybe because he left on loan, though, so it hasn't counted it. Maybe. Frankie Bishop not in the best 11. Sasu Chuome. Chuome ended the season on 23 goals. Do we try and sign him again if we stay? If we stay, who knows? Aaron Sasu has dominated this, by the way. Most overall goals, 27. Most league goals, 23. Most goals in a match, 4. Most goals in a league match, 4. Jack Diamond got 17 assists. You refunded your Frankie Bishop shirt when he left. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's all good. If Watching Man gets a son, could you name him Darman? Nice. Maybe. Sassy record breaker. We are at the end of the season. I'm going to not discuss any of these because it feels pointless to do that ever. But we are still waiting on news from Wigan. We've applied. We're not favourite. Any other jobs become available? Watford is there. Stockport, Leyton Orient. There are no other jobs in League One available. That might be the only one. Would we even need Frankie if we stayed? I mean, probably not. But would we want him? Because he does come up with moments. Probably. I think, chat. Oh, we're getting a new stadium. We're enlarging the stadium as well. The board have just thrown another little spanner into the works. They're adding an extra 1,500 seats to the stadium that will take 5 months and cost us 1.7 million. Notts County in the Championship is crazy. Getting relegated back to League One. I mean, maybe that becomes is the job available? Because that is technically a League One job then, isn't it? That is true. Notts County, it's only insecure though. Same as Oxford. Like Oxford or Notts County could be job options too. I don't know if I love either, but yes. Yeah, Stockport could make sense. But yeah, it's costing 3 Frankies. It is. All right. I think, unless there is in the next couple of clicks, a job of... Oh, hang on. Do you want to stay now? You want to leave? Mate, your contract's up in a month. Your contract expires and you've told me you're leaving. Of course, like, do whatever you want. That's not the way that this works. I mean, I can try and sell you, fine, but that's not how this works, is it? Right, chat. I think we've got to do the jump. I agree. I know what you mean. I think we're going to drop a save there. In fact, let me do a new save because that's saved as Jan, isn't it? Season 2 end. I'm going to leave it there for today. We are in a position where FC United are going to League 2. As it stands, we will be in League 2 with FC United. However, you are waiting on the response. We are waiting on the response from Wigan for our job application. If that comes through, there will be a vote in the Discord about what happens next. If it doesn't come through, there might be a job in the there will be a different type of vote in the Discord about what happens next. Will it be apply for these other jobs? Because that might change your decision about whether you stay or go. But there will be an update and be a vote in the Discord this week. So don't miss out. Make sure you're in the Discord. Again, the link is in the YouTube chat. I'll put it in there again. And it is all change. We will end, though. We will end today's stream with a lovely goodbye song to Frankie Bishop, who we bid farewell to after he's done probably one of the most glorious stream moments in the history of streams. It was that good. I think the narrative of it was that good. We're going to wave goodbye to Frankie Bishop, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another stream today. I'm going to hope that this song is good because I have absolutely no idea. But there's a lot of work gone into it from Connor. Goodbye, Frankie Bishop. Goodbye to you guys. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already on YouTube. Can you hear that okay? I can hear that okay. Goodbye, Frankie Bishop. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye. Like the stream. Also like the stream.